Hi, my name is Rich. I use the he, him pronouns. You're watching my YouTube channel where I play amazing tabletop role playing games with friends. It is a Tuesday as we record this, so it's not Star Wars Saturdays. No, I am capable of running games that aren't Star Wars related. That's right, I'm hopping over to the other part of Disney stuff. It's Marvel related. Haha. Anyway, this is an Evergame of Hit the Streets. Hit the Streets, Defend the Block is a street level supers RPG that I wrote and I like, and is based off of the One Percenters engine. If you don't know what that is, it's from Creepy Doll Studios. It's very cool. I've tweaked and added and finagled and done some other things. I kind of consider this like my version 1.5 of Hit the Streets, and we'll be playing with a bit of it very shortly. Evergame, you might have heard me drop that term. If this is your first time listening to it, this Evergame series, go back and check out the other stuff because these guys are awesome. The idea of an Evergame is a bimodal form of tabletop RPG play. The two modes are here live over Zoom. We're using Zoom voice and video, and we have a Google Sheet character keeper. The other mode is that once this Zoom game ends, usually early tomorrow, or maybe the 2 days after, with Mike, I don't know, time zone, something later, I will post up new scenes via play by post, and we will continue same continuity sometime later, maybe days past, maybe immediately after, and we will play for the next 13 days. So we play Zoom games every other week. So a fortnight, not the video game, but the actual original term over 14 nights. We play the live, and then we have game sessions via play by post in between. But although if you're counting calendars, you would say, wait, you're a week late. That is true. I had to bump, and everyone here was flexible with me, and I thank you very much. So, the setting for our game is the modern day, I say in quotes, because it's Marvel and we have little bits of Marvel Cinematic Universe and Marvel Comics and whatever the heck we want to make up all mixed together. We are all Kevin Feige's here. We get to do our own thing. We're Stan Lee's, as it were. So
Shout out to some of the video games too.
yes, absolutely. We've got some for sure amazing Marvel video games that we can reference and shall. We are set in our version of Bayside, which is in Queens, New York. I will lean on Jim from time to time for some New York flavor, but I do my best to try to fake it until we make it. And we have in the Hit the Streets, Defend the Block, we have a team, but you're not exactly superheroes. It's more inspired by like the Netflix Marvel series continuing on in a wonderful Daredevil Born Again, but in the style of uh, Luke Cage and Daredevil, and also less horror, but also similar to Jessica Jones. Gosh, Jessica Jones, goodness, just heart you, but man, your life was rough. Still is. And there was this other Marvel Netflix, I think, something about a fist of iron, but I don't remember it very well. We're not going to worry about it. So let's go around the horn and remind ourselves of who is playing. I'm going to start from the right hand side of the character keeper, heading towards the left. Jen, if you could introduce yourself and remind us a little bit about your character.
All right. Well, hello, I'm Jen. I use the she, her pronouns. I am playing Magda, aka Shinnok, who also uses the she, her pronouns. Magda is a fox-themed superheroine with sound control powers and super jaw-based charisma. And let's see, recap-wise,
Yeah, thank you for the recap.
Magda had been badgering Stosh for a while to come down to her local church some Sunday when she was performing with the church choir because she was actually getting to do a dedication to the Theotokos and things are very like on this day we sing this and on this other day we sing that. So, by the time she has another chance to do that, it's probably going to be next year. Like, come on, you got to make it. And turns out, when you take Stosh to church, he thinks about funerals, and it's not the best time for him. Afterwards, She treated him to some dosas. Yeah, like that was on my girl. Uh and those were, of course, delicious. Stosh once again proving his genius by being like, you know, if we get one of these specials, we could split some donuts too. It could be cheap. And some people are just born that way. They're just really on the ball.
So true.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jen, very much. Please mark, because it's been 3 weeks and it's an XP per week of play by post just to keep things moving. So please mark 3 XP. Zach, you're up next. Please introduce yourself, tell us about your character, and give us a quick recap.
Hey everybody, I'm Zach. I use the he, him pronouns, and I am playing Sienna, aka Manticore, who uses the she, her pronouns. She is also the cousin of Magda, but a bit of a different flavor. She's more muscle. She also has uh, some mystical animal powers, but hers is seen more as a curse because it comes more from Persian folklore versus her Greek ancestry. And as far as we know, maybe her grandmother knows about it, but no one else in her family really knows except for Magda. And in her scene the past couple of weeks, she was actually at a watch party for the New York Liberty at her Aunt Daphne's house that she dragged another player character, Sammy, along to help her get out and get to know other people. I won't step on Sammy's recap, but probably one of the most harrowing things she's been dragged to in the last month, it seems. There's a scene where so it got rained out and everyone had to move inside, or the three had to move inside before guests came, and Sienna was sent upstairs to get towels. Sammy joined her, and while they were talking a little bit in the hallway, Sammy saw a photo of Sienna from prom. It's super cringy, bright blue dress, like the works. I don't remember if it was said out loud or if it was just thought in her head. So the audience knows. I don't know if Sammy knows a little bit about Sienna's high school dating history. She fell for a girl on the basketball team. That didn't go well, or it ended because true to her nature, Sienna is kind of an aggressive, assertive personality, and ended up punching out a couple of girls on the team that were making fun of them. Um, and then ended up going to prom with a friend in kind of a staged Bridgerton season one kind of a faux relationship. Um, and then later, when they went back downstairs, who shows up but basketball crush from high school that Aunt Daphne had
I could
invited.
not turn it down. I'm so sorry, Zach.
I know,
Just
it was
like it just
there. It was
hit
low
silver
hanging fruit,
platter and
man.
everything. I had to.
So we got to see one of the first times that Sienna actually was flustered, at least for like half a minute, and then just kind of shrugged it off and got pulled into a really awkward conversation with her cousin, who's kind of a I don't know. I think I portrayed it as though Sienna really likes him, but he thinks he's kind of a sleazeball. Uh, and he had broken up with his girlfriend, and so it's just like all of that and awkward conversations she didn't want to be a part of. Jumped out of the opportunity to go in and help finish up snacks and stuff for the party. And Sammy came along, and then they had a little bit of a conversation about Zoe and other things, and they were not on the same page at all. And I'll let Sammy take it from there when it comes to Sammy.
Fantastic. Another 3 XP for you, Zach, but we're not going straight to Mike. We're going to go instead to Jim.
Yeah, I'm Jim Crocker. If you recognize my face or voice, it may be because you bought a game from me at some point when I was a retailer for many years. If the name Jim Likes Games means anything to you, that's me. I'm the Jim that likes games, which is, I guess, why I'm here. I'm representing New York City by wearing my Broadway hat, my Six musical hat, which we saw on the opening night of previews on Broadway, um, uh, which was We saw it on opening night of previews, and then we had tickets to see it when it opened, and COVID shut down Broadway the day before their official Broadway premiere.
Oh my
And
gosh.
they had to, and the show was like, they couldn't stage it for a year and a half. And so that was, but I have a little button that proves we were there for the opening night previews. So, but fantastic show, love it. Broadway, but I don't think we're going to get to Broadway, given ticket prices. We'd have to be a Manhattan hero group to pull that off. So in Queens, we'll be going to the movies probably. But so I am playing Swoop, SWOOP, because he's got kind of Falcon style wings that kind of allow him to manipulate gravity and stuff like that. Flies around the neighborhood and things like that. May or may not be powered by something that fell off the back of a spaceship, right? If you know what I mean. Like the sort of thing that you're supposed to turn over to damage control, but maybe you start to tinker with a little bit and you figure out that it can do some cool stuff, and you mess around with, and before you know it, like the Daily Bugle has given you a name and stuff like that, and people are counting on you, and you can't let them down. So and that's how that goes. My civilian name, I think I've been a hero for less time maybe than the others have, or maybe I'm just not as comfortable with it because everybody else better at being super. I'm better at being a regular guy, just a Jamo, than I am being a super guy. My civilian name is Stanislav Paderewski. I am called Stash because my uncle Stanislav was called Stan, so I'm Stash. Um, I work in a phone repair shop for a Korean business owner who owns kind of a little several of these kind of like that is one of several businesses that he owns and stuff. Really kind of very impressive, self-made first generation immigrant who I work for, and I'm tech support for the team. And I'm a Viking when it comes to like identifying the best restaurants in the area. As Jen alluded to, anytime we're like, Stash, what are you doing? I'm gonna go eat. I think that's and we talked about the fact that Magda and Sienna are cousins. Um, Everyone else who's not a player character is Stasha's cousin, is kind of what we've established about the game, because he's got one of these kind of huge Irish Catholic families, right? With multiple and like multiple cousins that have married other big Catholic families and stuff like that. And there's, like whatever, like, I've got an Italian sister-in-law and all this kind of but like big, huge kind of, family like that. And one of the things that happened in our kind of most recent iteration of Play by Post is that one of Stash's more problematic cousins um, ended up behind the wheel of a van that he did not own, that actually was apparently owned by Damage Control, and he got taken in, and it's a kind of a less intense version of, and he like called Stash saying, "What do I do? Help me out." And Stash was like, dude, like you got yourself in trouble, and now he's really in deep, and I feel bad for his aunt. And it's kind of like like if the Spidey Uncle Ben thing is here, it's about there in terms of my like, some with a modest amount of power does come some responsibility. And so not exactly like a Dark Night of the Soul or anything like that, but that meal that I shared, but that may have been why Magda finally got me to go to church. Is because I was feeling bad about that. Didn't find what I was looking for there, um, but it was an interesting prompt for me to think about Stasha's background and why he might or might not be comfortable in church, and that was some really interesting back and forth that we had about that stuff. But yeah, that was where we left it. Was Stasha and Magda sitting down, having a meal, me kind of telling her about what was going on, and finishing with those spicy donuts that you can get at the good Indian restaurants. So yeah.
Yeah, and we created a restaurant to stick in our version of Bayside because it was such a cool name. I'm like, oh my
Doses
God,
by the dozen. Yes, that
doses
was
by the
our, yeah.
dozen, for sure. Finally, it is time for you, Mike. If you could introduce yourself, tell us about your character.
And
And oh,
so I just want to be clear, if anyone
sorry,
listening to this does open a successful restaurant called Doses by the Dozen, like I only need like no, I don't need cash, just some,
some doses.
just some
Doses.
doses. Yes, yeah, and that's good.
I mean, there's no universal dosha gesture. Otherwise, I'd do that.
All right, Mike, you're
Come
up.
on, feed the beast. Yeah, hi. My name is Mike. I use he, him pronouns. I am playing Samantha or Sammy Stat, who also goes by Crosswalk, and she uses she, her pronouns. She is a professional overthinker. Um, her powers are primarily, I think they both probably started in a defensive place, in that she's super good at running away. Because she can short range teleport. And that initially developed when she was trying to get out of an awkward social situation, which seems to be the story of Sammy's life. But there is some evidence that she's trying to push through some of that. She's moved out of her parents' apartment, albeit into the apartment upstairs. It seems to be exploring her powers with the help of her friends for the first time, something she hadn't really considered, which she's now questioning why that might be the case. And maybe exploring other avenues of her relationships. So in the uh, in the scene that Sammy and Sienna shared, she went to Daphne's house. She was quite impressed with Daphne because Daphne tells her what to do, and she finds that refreshing and helpful because then she doesn't have to guess. Um, but as more and more people began to arrive, she got less and less comfortable with the situation. Although the arrival of Zoe was a welcome distraction because Zoe was charming and friendly. But Sammy was maybe quite distracted, having seen the prom photo of Sienna upstairs and having discussed things with Sienna. It feels like maybe she's overthinking her way into developing feelings for Sienna that I don't know that she knows how to express, and I don't know that that Sienna is aware what is going on there. Um, and trying to build a sort of comedy of errors situation, I feel like Sienna maybe left Zoe with the impression that Sienna and Sammy were dating. So, but we did get a little bit of backstory into how Sienna and Sammy met. So they met in costume and patrolled together for quite some time before we managed to find a way to go and grab a coffee and reveal our identities to each other.
Lovely. And I love that to like, I- is it when vigilantes meet and that is that a beat cute? I don't know. It's great. Thank you so much, Mike. Please mark 3XP. And now we're going to do one of the 1.5, the point 0.5 parts of this here hit the streets, which is my block roll stolen, mechanics stolen from other kind dice, as seen in the wonderful Siron and other games. So we did one to kick off the series, and here we are, a few sessions in, and I'm going to share screens. Hopefully you can see the second block roll. I am gonna maybe change the percentage to that and move that so maybe it's a little easier to clear. Okay, so we have some questions to ask. I kind of pre-did and looks like other folks did, so that's great. Did you act openly, violently, or publicly during the previous series? I see someone marked heat. I agree. I think the main thing acting openly was the whole confrontation over a bus, which you guys did, so we'll activate heat there. Uh, Plus one dives team patrols the streets to keep out an eye out for trouble. No one actively pursued that, so I think it makes sense not to have that mark. Anyone have?
Although, is this for the whole of the past since the last block roll we did? Because
That's
we
a
did
great
have a
question.
scene.
So in my in the few versions of this that have existed in my head, one was answering questions for what happened in the previous series, and then at one point I thought this could be people pro basically saying we will be on patrol. Which do you think feels better for setting up this block roll to say, yeah, that's what we have been doing, or we intend to patrol and therefore we're bringing this die into effect? Live game design. This is how it
I
goes.
feel like he gets a bit more interest, not heat, sorry. The block roll,
Patrol?
the black, well, I think the black roll concept overall, like it's interesting as a stage setter and as consequences, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I would not I would not go forward with the, oh, this is what we're gonna do.
Okay,
Because I
cool.
also feel like that builds up dissonance over time, right? If you don't do it, but you
That's
said you
true.
would.
That's a fair point. That's absolutely a fair point. Although I can easily, like in my head was, well, if you have the thing, then I'll immediately open scenes with that. But you're right. That commitment may not always follow through, and that's almost like a hard move that sits on the shelf and never gets used. So, um, we will say, I'm going to change this. Has been.
But that's also not to say that there might not be a week where we're all like, we've been sitting around the house for the last 2 weeks of of
Mm-hmm.
play by post. Heck yeah, we're gonna go out and patrol. So, the option's still there if we decide strong
Exactly.
if we feel strongly about doing it. So
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So then I'll say has been patrolling the streets to keep an eye out, and that way it's a little clearer. Thank you for asking the question so I could clarify that. And I see, I didn't check this, so obviously someone has checked hustle. So, how many members of the team are prioritizing money or personal gain coming into this?
If
Oh,
someone did check these, you can uh, override me. I'm guessing these are actually what we checked the first time we did the block roll, because I don't think
nope,
we had
nope.
any
We didn't
patrols.
have any check to the first block roll. So, let me just ask: does anyone want to mark this? Here, I'll unmark it. Does anyone want to activate hustle? Sounds like no. Okay. That means we've got 6 dice because we start with 5 dice and we activated heat. Who wants to click to roll?
So we're
hey,
not activating patrol.
can I take
We are
let me
not
let
because you guys didn't patrol the streets in the
Well,
past.
we did man or Sienna and Sammy did, because that's when we were introduced to Noelle,
You're
who Joe learned.
right. Okay. There we go. So we're at 7.
re-
Jim, you were going to ask a question.
remind me what's going on, but each member of the team who prioritizes money or personal gain. And that's for coming up.
Yes,
Oh,
that is the
yeah.
one where I wanted people to try to grub for dice by putting themselves at risk for trying to make
I
be
am
selfish.
I
That's the word
am
I use.
worried. I am worried that I'm going to be asked to help come up with bail for my cousin. So I think I am probably going to be worried about that. So if
Yeah,
we
are
say
you
yes,
activating hustle?
I'm going to activate hustle. Yeah,
All right.
from
Does anyone else want to
first
activate
stash. Yeah.
hustle? Because it'll give you more dice. All the dice. Okay. Sounds like we are at 8 dice. I am very happy about that. So 8 dice. Who'd like to click to roll? Since you're going to be hustling, Jim, why don't you have Stosh click to roll these dice, and then
Yeah,
we'll
you
start
got
the
it.
assignment. You get the first assignment too.
Just tap the box here.
Yeah, just click that click to
I'm
roll
gonna tap the
box.
box. Everybody ready? 3, 2, 1, tap it.
Wow.
Nice.
Okay.
Good spread.
Cool. All right. So let me
It's like
copy these numbers.
a
So
relatively normal distribution of of dice from what I can see.
Yeah.
just gonna put those dice there in case somebody
Yeah.
accidentally unchecks. All right. Fantastic. We have dice to assign. Uh, Here is the order. If you guys remember, I get to assign dice as well. Jim, click the roll. We're gonna go Jim. And sorry, I'm using player names, but that's what I started with, and I'm committed
Well,
to it until we're in
it's
game.
it's the players that are assigning the dice and not the
It's
characters. So
that's
Yeah.
a
yeah.
very true point. That's a fair point. I just PBTAL and put in my veins, so I always think address the characters. So it's gonna go Jen, Mike, Zach, Rich, Jim. So there's the order. I put it in chat, which means, Jen, you get to assign the first die of these dice. Remember that you can assign them here by this is going to look over to these dice and assign. You can also just type in whatever of the dice numbers to heat or patrol. All 8 dice must, let's say we have 5 plus 3, all 8 dice must be assigned somewhere. And I am in this rotation, which means I get to assign things. But lucky you. You all get to go. Well, not everybody because Jim just rolled, but most of you get to go to take away what I might assign. I just stuck this here in case someone accidentally checked the box. These are the ones we're assigning. We can mark those out as we want. What do you want to assign, Jen? You want to do a business, leisure, outdoors, crime rate, K through 12, heat, patrol, hustle, and any of these dice that you want to assign? All up to you.
That's me, right? Jim.
Did
I'm
I
not
did I
Jen, right?
Oh,
Jim,
did
Jim.
I
I go
type
first,
wrong?
right?
I'm so sorry.
I
Well,
see
you
Jim,
rolled. You
Jim,
rolled
comma,
first.
Jen. There we go. I rolled, so there we go.
Yep.
Got it. Okay.
Yep,
Yep.
I too was confused about whether Jin's
You're
go
right.
was rolling dice or not.
I am the worst. I'm going to fix that so it is much clearer. Sorry
Okay.
about that, friend. There we go.
Oh, let's see here.
The acronym is very easy to remember.
All right. Well, good news. The die roll I just made to randomly determine which one I
Rolling dice
wanted
to
to
assign
assign.
dice.
I'm rolling dice to assign dice. It's dice all the way down. Outdoors is what came up. So, outdoors was bad
It
previously.
was.
I'm sick of this outdoors bad. I want a music festival.
Fun.
Yeah,
Okay.
so the business is not outdoors. Bam, yoink.
Boom. Way to go. All right. So next up is Mike. To assign a die.
Hello. Um, did we cross one of the sixes off in the bottom list?
Oh, good point.
Is that
I'll
what's happening
just,
here?
yeah, sure. We're making this rule up as we go because I thought it might be easier for folks to remember what's been assigned. So I'll do that. It's very clear. Not all clear, but there you go.
Uh, I want to assign one of the 2, 3 options to heat.
Okay. Oh, that's a better option. Whoever did the blackout, that's a great idea. I'm going to do the same thing here.
Sorry,
And
my number of arms is reduced for cat-related reasons.
understood. So 3 has gone to heat. People are talking. Rumors, conspiracy theories, and speculations spreads. Great. And now, Zach, you're the last of the players before the evil GM goes. So what would you like to take away from me?
I'm gonna take away the final three,
Oh, where are you going to put it?
and I think I'm gonna actually put it in hustle.
Ooh, interesting. A signer gets 1 spark but attracts attention or obligation. So give yourself a spark,
Mhm.
and you've got some attention or obligation coming your way. Lovely. I will definitely happily pay that off. Oh, where am I going to stick this one? I'm just itching to stick the one somewhere. Oh man. Mm-mm-mm. Dang, it, crime rate looks so tempting. I don't want to. If we're having an outdoor festival, the idea of new ordinances coming, threatening the nightlife seems lame. Uh, Patrol looks so good too. I just love this so much. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do the like 2 for 1 because by putting the 1 in patrol, someone on the team stumbles into something far bigger than expected, a gang operation, corrupt officials, or a superhuman threat. Lower the crime rate result by 1. So that means that even if you put the 6 in crime rate, it becomes retroactively a 5. And I have stolen the 1. Meanest thing. Why did I do that? Because I could. Jim, you are up. You get to assign a die.
I think we've established we're in the summer here, right?
We are, and we can just think of it as it's like late August,
Yeah.
which may be a
So
different for some players a different kind of you know
let's
weather.
see here. Um, I think we should congratulate our uh Bayside High School chess team for winning a national championship.
Oh, lovely, lovely. All right, so you're gonna assign a 6 to K through 12.
And it's specifically like this is not the jocks that brought home this trophy.
Yes.
This is the eggheads. This is like a nerd achievement all the way down.
Do we, and you assign this, you get to answer this one, Jim. Do we want to have uh, our aforementioned high schooler that we know is part of our setting? Do we want to say that he was on the chess team?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I think that'd be perfect. Yeah,
Sweet.
I think
So
that'd be great.
Kang,
Yeah.
if I
Yeah.
remember correctly.
Cause like in terms of like, you know, like an extracurricular uh like that his dad would approve of, I feel like that's definitely there.
All right, it is updated. Kang Kim Pak is a member of the champion chess team. That's lovely. Oh, that makes me so happy. What a great assignment, Jim. Jen, you're up next. There's some more dice left.
Oh
You got a
Lord, I thought,
4, 2, 5, and 6.
oh, thought I could tune out. Uh, here we go. Hmm. Was that the rolling of a die? I'm never going to tell. I will never draw attention to what I've just done. So I guess I select the crime rate. And yeah, I think that 6 did just go away.
I fell behind. I got all excited on updating King Kim and did not take care of that. Someone else doing it? I got it.
Oh, yes. All right. I'm gonna put the 4 in the crime rate.
All right. That retroactively makes it a 3
Yup.
because of our patrol result. So on a 3 for crime rate, that means crime only happens to the unwary. They aren't blamed, of course. Smart folks know that crime can be avoided. Cool. Excellent. And that was the 4 you put in. Someone already marked it out. Thank you very much. Let's keep going. So, Mike, you are up next. You've got a 2 and a 5 to assign. We still need business, leisure, and business and leisure. So you get to assign
Yeah,
both of them technically.
I do. Yeah, the last person gets to pick which way we go around on two of them. Um, I don't want to put the two in leisure because I don't want to have a series of murders in the bar scene right before the music festival. Doesn't seem right. So I'm going to put the two in business and the
Oh, the
five in
neighbor's
leisure.
biggest business closes. Job losses spike. What's next?
Hmm.
Wow. All right, let's see how that goes. And then the 5 goes in leisure. Man, things are looking good except for, you know, big business. That is lovely. So outdoor festival. Let's talk a little bit about that. Uh, Bayside. I actually am not aware of any Bayside Queens festivals, but we of course can always make one up. It's definitely not Restaurant Week because that just happened. What is interesting? I like the Jen, you when you assigned it, you talked about a concert. That sounds fun. There's the Bell Boulevard Food and Music Fest. That happens technically in June, but we can say it happens in August. That does seem pretty cool.
And there's
I like
there's other
the
there's similar stuff that happens in like neighboring parts of Queens that
Mhm.
are. Sorry, what were you going to say, Mike?
there's a list of examples on that outdoors thing, and the last one is a 5K fun run, and I just think it is such an evil thing for city planning to do to say, let's have restaurant week where you eat way too much food and then follow it up with a 5K fun run the following week.
All right,
It's just
5K fun
an
run.
amusing
No
idea.
way. Yeah, but then they can be like, then run it off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
that's how
Yeah.
they would, yeah, that's how they would
Pitch
Load up
advertise
on
it, I feel
carbs.
like.
Hmm.
That's
Yep.
Sweet. Okay.
yeah,
So we have
some kind of charity 5K. I think that's great.
yep, music fest, like some live music and a 5K sounds really fun. I see here there's something called the Queens Street Fairs. Actually happens in Augusty, so we can tie into that. And of course, we
Oh,
can always make up our own stuff. Yeah,
you know what I think? You know what I think would be cool? That since we can just make shit up if we want to,
yeah, we can.
like, like, um, like a busker festival, like
Busker
where they
Fest.
close down several streets and like just invite like basically they kind of give everybody whatever,
Oh my
like a
God.
7 day license to, you know, to just like, you know, put their little amp and their guitar and play their songs or, like people
Right.
you'd normally see in the subway, but they're just like lined up all along the street and stuff, sort of, you know, with their hats down on the ground.
That's great. Lovely. That is it. So we'll call it Busker Fest.
That's
It
awesome. Yeah.
a newer event with live music where buskers get a chance to strut their stuff. People from all over 5 boroughs come to enjoy, and there is a Busker 5K that runs around uh, the heights of Bayside, goes past the bay, of course. It's got to have that. Do we think it finishes by the bay or maybe finishes on Bell? Maybe finish on Bell Boulevard type thing. Maybe that's it. Yeah. Now I
And
definitely
is
want to
this
go to Map My Run and like map out a 5K, but
is
I'm not going to do that right now. Oh,
and is that a serious 5K or is that a like you have to run with some kind of instrument or like
It's a
is it
it's a
like a
goober 5K. You gotta
Goober
like
5K.
yeah.
yeah, like you gotta run with an instrument or like a costume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's or maybe it started as a serious 5K, but people have kind of taken it over in that way or something like that. That's
There are a
yeah,
few people who like still
yeah,
seriously run it and finish
yeah,
it in like,
yeah.
18 minutes or something, but the majority of folks are there to have a good
Yes,
time.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's great. Oh, I
There's
love it.
that one couple that like ballroom dances the whole thing and stuff like that. So that's yeah, yeah.
Wild. Wild. Oh, that's so cool. Okay. So, of course, the first question I have to ask is besides Sienna, who else is participating in the 5K? Seems right. You two, the cuz. Oh man, is this Sammy's first 5K? Have you been
It's
practicing? Have you been
no.
okay?
She'll just go
What
into the
did
ground and finish. It's fine.
what did
So
Sam?
who's first to the mat to be like, Sammy, come on a training run with me.
Oh, yeah, for sure, me.
Yeah.
Is this a
That's why
thing
she's
that
doing
the
it.
team
Sienna
had
asked.
discussed, or that Sammy found out that Sienna and or Magda were doing it again? I imagine this is not the first 5K Sienna's run.
Is this guys, if this is one of those things where like someone hands you Gatorade halfway through, I can do that.
We can just bring some Gatorade. Did you keep up with me? I'll just toss it to you.
Yeah, no.
Thank you, Stash. I, for one, eagerly await the Gatorade that you will hand me.
I can just give you guys a Camelback and fill it up with a Gatorade or Powerade or whatever you want. Some twisted tea.
Oh man. Mm-mm. No. Mm-mm. No, no.
I don't think I did 5K last month. So
What in the suit, maybe? But
Suit miles don't count.
oh man, I think they closed down the Cross Island Parkway for this. It's big
oh
stuff.
yeah. Yeah, that
Yeah,
would that would drive that would make people go
People
completely
would hate
fucking
it. On
insane.
next
Yes. Oh
door, they
yeah.
lose
Yes.
their
Yeah.
flipping minds.
Yeah.
So
No,
the
there.
Cross Island Parkway is the
I
thing that literally
can they.
just runs alongside the bay. It is a very, very popular thoroughfare, and shutting it down would be
Yeah.
significant.
I can't imagine they would do that.
Oh man, they gotta do
But
it for the Busker 5K.
it's the Marvel universe, so you know, yeah, like whatever. If they shut it down, like how long does a 5K actually take? I have no idea.
They usually like set up and shut down like a window of 3-ish hours,
Okay,
probably.
whatever. 4 hours in the morning, something like that. They could pull that off. If like yeah, yeah.
That's awesome. Okay. So, I think maybe it starts on the parkway. That way, once people are off of it, they immediately start cleaning it up and getting it back up and running. And God, that is a really long park. Like it runs the length of Bayside. I would imagine that's a good bit of your 5K right there. Sorry. uh, so I want, as we begin, we have to open with the 5K. Maybe we don't begin with the beginning, but we begin at one point with the group on the the group of runners on the parkway, the Cross Island Parkway. I'm actually going to share screens just so we have a shared imagined space together, and because I love doing this. So this is our Cross Island Parkway. I'm imagining it runs south so that it can come out towards Bell. Bell is actually kind of a main thoroughfare here. So it probably comes down, cuts across, and then heads up Bell and finishes on Bell. That way you can have a lot of the restaurants and everything celebrating it right in the middle of Bayside itself. And maybe there are the Busker music is happening in John Golden and I'm gonna blow this one. Crocheron Park? Is that even close, Jim? Any no ideas? Okay, fine. I'll Google it later. So that's where a lot of the festival actually happens. But yeah, the get to circumvent the whole thing. So as we begin, um, lively music, played by actual buskers because we have the budget for it and it's not very super expensive for our production budget. I'm curious though, Magda, since you already have the silliest of costumes, I'm curious how you dress for Busker Fest, which is a goober run.
Oh man. All right. How do I dress for Busker Fest? Uh, hmm. It's a good busking thing. Uh, I am done up like a human statue. I've got like the gray body paint and like I'm still in a runner outfit too. But like my booty shorts and my tank top is also like painted over gray, my face and all of that. I have got a I've got a I've got a gray wig. We'll see how long that lasts.
It's August, so it's pretty hot. I don't know if
It
you'd keep that for as long as
she's not gonna make it.
sorry, wig. That's fantastic. And Sammy, how have you decided to dress up for the Busker 5K?
So Sammy is, I think, dropped a few hints in place that she's probably dealing with a bit of arrested development. uh, so normally she wears kind of quiet, muted colors, but more kind of childish style. But today for this, she is dressed as an 80s jazzercise instructor. It is the brightest anyone has ever seen, Sammy.
Amazing.
And I
Amazing.
make
So
multiple positive noises about this outfit.
is this like leotard over some kind of spandex pants thing? Is that what we're thinking?
Absolutely. Yep. Neon colors. She's probably wearing a headband and like sweatbands around her wrists and ankles. Maybe some
Amazing.
of the kind of ones that cover the entire shin, which is it's way too hot for that. This is a dumb thing to do, but She's
Yeah,
committing to the bit.
that's so lovely. I love it. That is making me think of a song that I'll share with you guys later, but not now. Sienna, what about you? What's your get up for this thing?
Since I think Sienna's probably the one who's chiefly responsible for pulling Sammy out into this 5K, I think she knows some of the things that Sammy's super into, so she's dressed up as like Miss Piggy, but wearing like leopard print, uh, like probably top and shorts, but probably with like the kind of like a wide kind of jazzercise style belt.
Wow, that is all over the place. Amazing.
And I think she probably like did like some cheap dye. Uh, she probably bleached her hair and did the cheap dye, so it's the kind of the blonde hair, and she probably got it like for the one time a year she uses a curling iron. Did this just for this.
Oh, with like flashback to a thing where she opens up at the bottom of the underneath the sink, right? And
Yep,
reaches back for the
yep,
curling
way
iron,
in the back. Yeah,
blows off some dust, and then curls up. Is Sienna like, are you trying to set a PR or are you very laid back? What's your approach to this? Because I imagine you're a really good runner, at least competitive runner, right?
yeah. I think for this though, it's a fun run. It's supposed to be like go with a group, and like everyone I'm with is slow probably. So I feel like it's very much like I'm not taking it seriously. I'm not trying to go for a PR, but I'm at the front of the group and it looks like I'm itching to go faster and it's like making myself like turn around and run backwards and call out encouragement to everybody else.
The run backwards thing brings back. I'm just going to briefly share this memory of my one marathon. I'm at mile 20, and an ultra marathoner has already finished. He trained with us, like with the group. He'd already finished, hung out, had some bagels and stuff, and then came back and would just run backwards with people. Like he was running relays with people to help them finish. And he was running backwards besides me, and I just looked at him and I said, "Go away. I don't know. Please stop." He was incredible. Like ultra marathon, he run a 100
That's
mile
so,
race. Just
yeah, that
insane.
so heartwarming. But also, if you're not in the mood, you're not in the mood.
I was
Hmm.
like,
I'll
I'm at
share your
mile 20
pain.
of my only
Oh,
marathon I'll ever run because this was a lot. But sweet. What about Stosh? Are you participating? Are you at one of the drink stations? Are you there for finishers? What do you think?
I mean, I was only half like Stash really doesn't know if this is one of those races where you hand people drinks halfway through. Um, like it's, but whatever. Like everybody's going to be crowded around the finish line. I'll be there in the crowd, with, like I said, like a freezer full of ice cream sandwiches or something like that, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome. Fantastic. I am just entering our bits. Crime rate ended up at 3, correct? Because of the adjustment from
Yeah.
patrol. Yeah. Sweet. There we go. And as you guys are running, let's just get a vibe for how things are for I think this is going to be a very mundane there's no tension involved. I don't know. Should I put this to a roll? There's part of me that wants to put it to a roll, but I think that also violates the spirit of how we've set this up. So I think I'm going to talk myself out of it and say nay. I say the nay to mechanizing everything. So, uh, as you look, hey, there's a cat in your arms, Mike. I'm surprised to see this. It's so interesting. Where did that come from? We're going to
It's a
start with
mystery. If I put
we
him
we have
down, he will reappear.
of course, we pick up with the view of the bay, and we see each of our PCs who are participating in the Busker Fun Run, heading past from statue to aerobicizer to mismatch of very kinky curly haired Sienna outfit there, and then swing back to where all the finishers are, and people who finish, they get bagels, bananas, coffee, etc., etc. There's a nice little area where folks are getting finisher medals and the like, and the medal has like Busker instruments on it, and the fun run. It's Stosh. You see that you can hear the music from the main stage where some folks are performing even now, Saturday morning, right? That's when most of our fun runs happen, and also when the least amount of traffic will be interrupted. But you also see that General Ryan, retired Army officer, is here. He's part of the officials who are he's not officiating the fun run, but he's there to present medals to folks and hand things out. And yeah, Stosh, I think that as well as the most impressive Mr. Kurakos and Mr. Kokinos are there, along with Phoenix Phi Kritikos, the uh, members of certain family there.
So just as a player,
Mhm.
because I wasn't in that thread, is the general retired? Is he
He is retired.
ex-general? He's general parentheses RET, right? Like
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah,
He's
so
general
like
in the
he's
way that like a
got it,
senator who's
got it.
no
Okay.
longer an active senator is a
Yeah,
senator.
yeah. So
Yes.
but like whatever, honorably discharged, as far as we know,
Absolutely.
probably collecting a lovely pension and all that kind of stuff. But like, okay, got it. Got it.
Yes. Thank you for asking for the
He's
clarification.
the general, but not like he's not like actively in command of anything, right?
Correct.
Okay. Got it.
Correct.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Just
you for
yes.
asking that clarifying question. That said, in that thread, his life was threatened, and military officials literally responded, like questioned Sienna about
Oh
the
yeah.
assailant,
Yep.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it's sort of a fraternity, is my understanding. That that once you're in, you're pretty much in for good. So yeah.
Indeed. Indeed. A lot of sacrifice, but a lot of reward for that fraternity or, yeah, that group. So, again, Mr. Kurakos, is, well, you've grown up here. You know he's part of the Greek mafia. So he is effectively a leader among them, and very well protected, and comes to church
Yeah.
as you
He is a
witnessed
mobster.
before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So good man. Uh, as you also are by the finishers, um, you notice that Rebar, the Theo Petrakis, uh, son of Avalanche, is here, scoping the place out and actively on his phone, but not talking, like, on his phone, just the staring at phone and looking around suspiciously. Is there anything that you're doing as you man the station with all the? Do you think you're at like at the finishers area, or were you more interested in being like at the water stations along the way? I didn't actually ask that question, so I
I
should
think
clarify.
I'm at the finish line. I I
Yeah,
I, I have I have no like, joking aside, Stosh doesn't have any sense of how this is going to go or what it's probably whatever. It's a thing he's seen on TV, but up until now, not had friends that like were crazy enough to do it, right? So so he, yeah, like I said, I stand by my assessment that I would be at the finish line with with an igloo cooler full of good ice cream sandwiches for when people finish up. It's
nice,
the whole point of going for a run like this, is that then you can reward yourself for having exercised.
sweet. Yeah, so you witness a couple of folks that you recognize, and we swing back to uh Magda. I think Dia is just jogging beside you, because this seems like would be really fun for him.
Hmm.
And I think Dia's gone with like a, an American Revolutionary outfit with a flute, like a fife
Yeah.
busker.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
He
Is it
can't play
like
the flute, but
extremely oh well,
I
not
think
yet.
but he, he's working on it. So it's, occasionally we'll never had a single lesson, and then he will play some more on the flute. But it is more loud than skillful.
We're running and tooting at the same time. The standards are low.
Exactly.
It's
Uh,
marching band, not jogging band, you know?
exactly. And then Sienna, I think at one point, 'cause you said you were enjoying this as a fun run. Um, Marcos, who is dressed in a bright green dress, wearing a kind of a mask with weird swirl patterns and a banjo slung across his back, jogs up beside you. Healthy enough for this, I guess.
Yeah, apparently. Hey,
He
you,
says, Sienna, yeah, you look good there.
I always look good. Thank you. I'm doing it for a friend, all right? So don't like,
He reaches up, kind of pulls at your
hey, hey, hey,
curly
hey, hey,
hair.
hey, no.
I think I
I
got
got,
my hand stuck in there. Did I
yeah,
pull any of
don't,
your hair out? That's how much hairspray you got in
this
that?
is real. This is my actual hair. You,
That's not a wig.
no, and then I start pulling on it as I'm running. It's like, it's real.
And he's doing the like jog beside you, jog a little behind. He's doing a little crossovers and everything.
I think about tripping him. I don't,
You think
because I
about
need him to come into work tomorrow or Monday.
Sammy, are you pushing yourself to keep up with Magda and Sienna, or are you just okay?
Yeah, I think she's done that thing where you start to lose feeling in parts of your body and everything is kind of jelly. And if you slow down, you will come to an abrupt stop and maybe die. So you just have to keep running.
Just keep running, just keep running. Lovely.
Also, she could have been at the finish line like 2 hours ago.
It's true. She'd be at the finish line with Stosh right now. She
Yep.
could have gotten a car and finished right away. I think Marcos will he glances over at you, Sammy, and says, "Hey, how you doing?" And he'll kind of jog right beside you. You could pace with me.
Thank you. I'm running with my friend.
Who's your friend? She cute?
Um, Sienna? And
No
Sammy blushes.
way. Yeah, Sienna's my friend too, although she's also kind of my boss, so less of a friend, more like a coworker, I guess.
You better not say I'm cute.
I didn't say that. I think she said it though.
I'm cool. Sammy says I don't want you saying it.
Okay, I'm not. So, like, is this your first race?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, chin up, chin up, chin up.
And Sammy does, and probably just about trips over because now she's not looking at where she's going.
No, not that high, not that high. No, no, no. You just want to open your shoulders up so you get more air in. You know?
Tits up, Sammy.
All
She
right.
does her best.
He's right about that. Back straight.
Cut back to Stosh and Ripper strolls in, and um, she has she's wearing her normal get up, like the studded leather vest, except she has on her belt a familiar helmet, and she strides right past Rebar with it, and he notices it and starts taking up, like, coming after her, and she just like, jogs around a little bit, and he starts yelling after her, "Hey, give me that! Give me that!" And Ripper seems to be interested in taunting him. Anything you do about that, or just let it play
I
out?
mean, I'm gonna sigh. Um, I'm gonna sigh, like kind of fold the paper over my half-eaten ice cream sandwich, right? Slip it back in the cooler. Um, uh, you know, turn to whatever cousin is there with me. To
Yeah, Sal.
uh,
Yeah.
what's that?
What? It's Sal.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
oh, it's Sal. Sal, who we met before. Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Sal from the building. Yeah. Sal, keep an eye on those.
Yeah. No, I don't
Yes,
think I can finish
yes.
them all.
Yes. Well, you're um uh I'll
Are
pay
you
you
bailing on me?
I'll pay you two of them to keep an eye on it for me. Just don't let
They're all
just
free, man.
I just need the cooler back, Sal.
All
Just
right. Yeah, I'll get you the cooler. It's fine. You just
okay,
blow me off.
cool
Whatever.
your
The
jet.
things
No,
I do for you, Stosh.
I'll be back. Cool your jets. All right.
Just
Yes,
cool.
I you will get to meet Sienna. Don't worry. Okay.
Okay, because I saw her earlier. The
Yes,
curly
I
hair
know. I know.
really enhances
Yes, yes. All
everything.
right. All right. Just can I count on you? Just
100%, man.
I gotta go.
Always.
I gotta go. And and so I'm gonna do that thing where I'm kind of, then working my way through the crowd towards where this inevitable brouhaha is gonna happen, right?
Yeah. So as you
Yeah.
walk up, Rebar has
Yeah.
stopped trying to chase Ripper because she kind of stiff armed him. And
Hmm.
now he's on one knee and he's got his hands like this and he's starting, you can feel things start to shake a little bit around him. The ground starts to shake. People are looking around.
Yeah,
What do you
I'm
do?
just gonna walk right up and just tap him on the shoulder. Hey, pal,
Nice, nice. Uh yeah, if you tap him, he stops. What?
are you like this gonna sound weird, and I don't know, maybe it's just like I
The fuck's your problem, Dad Bod?
are you are you are you rebar?
Why? Are you a
Seriously?
narc?
No. I, bro, you're rebar, right? You're rebar. My
Yeah,
cousin's not gonna my cousin's not gonna
he
fucking
stands
believe
up.
this,
He kind
man.
of does the like, yeah, yeah, I'm
I'm like,
Rebar.
I do, can do you want to can I
You want a
like if you're in
selfie?
the middle of
I got you,
something,
man.
yeah,
Pulls out a
that'd be
selfie
awesome.
stick,
Yes, yeah, yeah. Like
extends it.
I don't know. Can you make an R with your fingers? Is that like
Oh yeah, he
or
totally
like
has some kind of R
exactly? Yes,
finger
yeah,
thing
yeah,
he
yeah.
does.
I make the symbol along with him, and
Oh
yeah.
yeah, he gets to do that, and he has the hand, and he leans in, does the like cheek to cheek, with
Hmm.
better hope he doesn't have lice, etc., etc. And so, uh, and you, I think you see at one point Ripper like a dog that thought we were doing the like the chasey thing, and then you don't chase, kind of stops,
Hmm.
and it's fine. Uh, but yeah, Rebar will pose with you, and we cut to I think Sienna, Magda, Sammy, you guys are coming in towards the finish. You see your times are coming up, and they're flashing some pictures of you guys on the big screen, and of course
Oh,
you can.
oh, we gotta mug it. Come on.
Yep. I go right in the middle of everyone,
Yep,
both of them, and
yep.
just like hold
You
up
just
both of their hands.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sweet, sweet. Yeah, you guys are all in for the pose, a few snaps, and the big board shows you guys near the finish, and he finished, and folks are coming up, and there's got a couple of folks who have the finisher, Busker Fun Run medals, and they're like handing them to you, or if you duck your head, they'll stick them over your head. And the wig, is the wig gone, Magda?
Throw it.
Throw the wig.
Throw the
And it
wig.
floats towards the bay, but doesn't quite make it. The wind's not
Good.
your friend. Fantastic. So, once you guys have finished the race, there's huge tables, buffet tables with all kinds of goodies. A lot of folks are milling around. There's live music. It's very party atmosphere. Families waiting for folks to finish. Sienna, do your parents know? Because if they know, they're here to congratulate you on your success. So, do they know
Yeah,
that
they
you are
know.
running?
Yeah, I run it every year.
Sorry, Sammy's
Yeah, I
parents.
think.
Like I
Oh,
love the
Sammy's.
Sienna's parents, but are Sammy's parents
Yeah.
here?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
Sweet.
that's
Get our
cute.
little
Yeah.
money shot of
Oh,
parents, Henry
yeah.
and also Emma Stott there. Your mom's there as well, Magda, but she comes up, gives you a hug, and
And I'm like,
gosh,
no, mom, no, no, no. So much great paint. No, no, your
oh
clothes are
yeah,
so
yeah,
nice.
no, yeah,
No, no,
no,
no.
I'm not really. Nope. Good point. Good
I
point.
love you.
Yep. Just the like
Yep.
fake hug. Yep. Yep. Fake hug.
And I also like I stopped myself from patting Sammy on the then I check her costume and I'm like, it's too late. Uh pro tip, take it really slow on the food. Have some water, give it at least like 15 minutes.
Can I apply an ice cream to my face?
Girl, do whatever you want.
I feel like a bowl of hot soup.
Hey,
I don't want to eat
Sienna!
one. I just
Sal.
feel like one.
Sal will scream out your name, Sienna. I got an ice cream for you right here with your name on it. Not really, but like basically. I'll write my name on it.
Do I know Sal? Has Stash introduced him
Has
to us
Stash?
before?
No, no.
No,
Yeah.
no,
No,
no.
That's fucking with
no.
my
I
name.
feel, it's way more fun if the answer to that question is no.
No, I'm
Like,
Sal. I'm
like,
Sal
like,
Stashi's better cousin. Like,
I'm sure I've mentioned him, but not in a like I was gonna set you up kind of way or anything like that.
Appreciate it. Hi. Do I
I'm
know you?
Stashi's younger, handsomer, better cousin.
Cool.
He talks about you all the time,
It
but
does.
not like in a weird way, but just like friendly. And he was supposed to introduce us, but he went off to do some bullshit that doesn't matter.
All right. Cool. I'll take that ice cream. Yeah. I don't need your name in
Fine.
it though. Just kind of.
He gets one from the. It's
Yeah.
from the bottom. It's coldest.
All right.
Don't get brain freeze. I love what you do with your hair. It looks great. And the belt, it's
Yeah.
great.
You a pig fan?
Yeah.
Yeah. You look like you're into pork.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm
Or
super
eating
into
eating.
pork.
Yeah.
He's trying to figure out if this is innuendo. He's not sure. So he's just playing along.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Marcus
Well.
comes over, grabs an ice cream, and hands one to you, Sam, even though you're kind of rubbing one alongside your face. Here, it's ice cream won't help much, but it tastes good. Little sugar. Banana's the best thing. You could cramp up. I'll go get you one. He jogs over to get a banana. Comes back, hands one over.
Thank you.
I'm just holding a bottle of like ice water to my neck and being like,
Dia says, bagels. I'm getting a bagel.
ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hey, give me one too.
Okay. So Stash, Ripper gets bored and eventually will go off to do something else and
Oh,
Ripper is
hey,
successful.
there's my friends. They would love to meet you. You want to meet my gang, my crew?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. And I like, throw a companionable arm around his shoulders. I'm assuming that, like, from the way you describe him, I'm probably like a head taller, quite a bit beefier than him.
Uh-huh.
So I just do that thing where it's kind of steer him through the crowd. Hey, guys, guess who I ran into? You're not going to believe this shit.
I pick up the innuendo immediately. I'm like, and like I pop up And then I'm like, oh, you know.
And I, and whatever crowd parts, I walk up and and I'm like, you guys are not going to believe this. This is
And
like,
then he does the
and,
thing where he like throws his
yeah.
hands down, and then you feel the ground start to shake a little bit.
Yo, Sammy,
Did,
knock that off. Don't do that right now.
did you feel the earth move, guys? It's this is and I
It's
lean in
been a
close like
couple
it's a big
months for
secret.
me.
This is rebar, you guys.
I do not pick up on the innuendo. I'm like, who?
Rebar.
I've never heard of you.
um,
Oh, are you like a TikTok sensation or something?
he is
You.
Sensation.
Yeah.
um
Did you
uh
introduce yourself to Rebar? Like, does he know a name to call you? He would have
uh
asked.
Stash. Yeah, you can just call me Stash.
Okay,
Yeah,
Stosh.
yeah. Yes, yeah,
Who's this
yeah.
old lady? He's pointing to
Uh,
Sienna.
ha! Oh, that's good. She hates that. Uh, these are my friends. This is Sienna. She's the sporty one. This is Magda. She's the spicy one. This is Sammy. She's the smart one. And I guess
That makes
uh,
Stosh the sweet one.
I'm the hungry one, I think is what I am. But yes, yeah, no, we were just we were here. The you want an ice cream, man?
Sure.
These are the
You
good
play.
ones. This is
Oh
not like
yeah.
cheap Costco shit, man. I went and
Mm-mm.
got I went to the I went to Queen's Creamery for these, and
Oh,
I
good
hand him one.
stuff.
That's
He'll
yeah,
take it.
Mm-hmm.
Starts to
yeah.
peel it off. Hey, lady, whatever you pay for the perm, you should get your money back.
I did it myself. I don't pay nothing.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
you're making fun of me? You making fun of me?
a little bit, yeah.
I step up into his space.
Oh, come on. This is not and I'm like, like, hey, this is not that kind of thing. We're Sienna,
You should be nice like Stosh.
take a
He's
breath. Take a breath.
cool.
Dude, it's and I'm saying to Rebar, I'm like, it's okay. She just did a run. She's like jazzed up. I mean, she probably ran it once and then ran back around to the starting line and then ran it again so that she could finish with everybody. So, you
I
know,
mean, she does look like one of those people.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Fine. Fine.
she works her ass off, man. She works harder than anyone I know.
You didn't run, Mr. Barr?
I was, nah, it's not really my thing.
You play an instrument?
Nah.
You come equipped with one. Come on.
What?
The human instrument, the voice. Come on now.
Yeah,
You have
that's
any
what I was
favorite
thinking too,
songs?
Mags. That's what I was thinking too.
I thought you were trying to play with my equipment, lady. I don't,
No,
you're
no.
a little old for me. No offense.
No, she's a
You are kind of infantile.
Max
Yeah.
is
What are you,
Max
12?
is Max is a voice coach.
Yep.
She like teaches people to sing and stuff like this.
Yeah.
Your
Amazing. Got
friends
the
are
most
lame.
amazing voice of anyone I've ever heard.
Just
Well,
nerd,
I
old
yes, yep,
ladies.
yeah, yeah.
Weirdo. Stosh, man.
What can I say? What can I say, man?
Phew, I thought we were going to see some
You
more
know,
fans. These people don't. Nothing.
Well, at least we have skills and
Thanks for the ice
experiences.
cream.
Have
I'm out.
fun.
And he's like turns. He's going to walk away.
and he does that, and I turn to them and I like, thank you.
Sorry, man.
Yeah, no
He
problem.
no.
He's
Okay.
He was like, Ripper was here getting in his face, and they were going to start something if I didn't do something. And this is like, and I look around at all the people and I'm like,
Yeah. No, great work.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Like, hats off to you. Do you have like a towel or anything? I am so greasy.
And Diaz shows up with a towel. Like, here,
Babe.
bagel, towel.
Has anybody ever told you that you're like a prince among men? Just the second coming, but with better hair, rubs face.
You know, I can never hear it too much, honestly.
Okay,
Thank you.
that's good. Oh man, I'm gonna be this weird like pink gray. Maybe it works.
Nah, not so much.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I need the honesty. Thank
That's
you.
what I'm here for. Stash, sorry, I don't know that, no, I didn't mean to start a
No,
fight with your
no,
friend or
no, no,
something.
no, 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 no. Like if you, well, you know what? Like, like having getting him away from her, and then having him get annoyed and walk away. Probably the best. That's the best way it could have turned out.
Do you think I look like an old lady?
No,
I think, yes, I think you do, and I think I look like an old man. And
To a
you know,
15-year-old who can't grow stubble? Yeah, I guess.
it's I don't know why. I don't understand why people worry about that so much. I
Hmm.
honestly,
Yeah, me neither.
I have been waiting my whole life to be an old man because then, like, you don't have to care about stuff. You can mouth off, and people just go, whatever. It's just the old guy.
How
At
old
some
are
point,
you?
my health is going to get so bad that I don't have to do anything to take care of it because everyone will go, you know what? He doesn't have much time left. Just let him have the bacon burger,
Stash, no,
right?
no, no, no,
So
no,
that's
no,
what
no, no, no. We're gonna
I'm
get you into
looking
my
for. I'm
gym.
looking forward to
I will
that.
sign you up for classes next week.
That's not a thing that's going to
All you
happen.
do is sit and
Yeah.
sometimes swoop.
Yes. Yes.
You
There's
can
a
do so much more.
reason. There's a reason why my superhero um costume,
Uniform.
it's a costume.
Yours is costume. Ours is uniform.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't know what organization you are a member of, or where you got a license from, or anything like that you can
You
call it
want a
even
card?
a uniform. But uh whatever you want to call it, there's a reason that mine lifts me up on its own. Uh and I
Yeah,
mean, you're
that's fair. That's fair.
um and yes, I am out of shape, but um
How
who
round's the shape?
who who cracks their phone half a dozen times a year and then has me fix it for
Okay. Oh, I unzip my fanny pack and make sure that
them?
my phone is, yeah, see, it's good.
Yeah, and I'm kind of like, you know,
And we cut
I know.
to Sammy, who's been pulled away from a bit of this by Henry and Emma, and your mom. It's like reaching into her purse. Do you? I could let you borrow my inhaler, Sammy. Do you need it? You look
no, I
you look wrecked, Sammy. Henry says, I'm really proud of you, but do we need to go to the med tent?
I don't think so.
Okay, good,
I
good.
feel I feel good in a Rex kind of way. Have you ever like done something so hard that you've probably broken something and you feel amazing?
And your dad says, uh, metaphorically, probably. Yeah, probably. And your mom says, mm, you know, we should probably get you back home. Maybe you need to lay down.
And you see that moment of hesitation on Sammy's face. She is not good at standing up to her bub.
And your
I,
mom like puts her arm around you, and there's this hesitation when she feels how sweaty you are, but she commits to it and says, "Come on, I let's get you." Well, we couldn't really drive because they shut down the parkway, but
it's okay. I can stay with my friends.
and your dad looks at your worried mother and you want to stay with your friends? That sounds
Yes.
good. Yeah, you should do that. Emma, come on, let's go listen to the music. I'm. What if she passes out? you know what will happen. She will hit her head, and then we're going to be at the ER, and I just think maybe we just get her home. Well, she said she's got some friends who will look after her. She's a grown lady. Well, Jamie, if you need us, just text, okay?
Okay. Thank you for coming.
Really proud of your running. And your costume is cool. But I'm super worried
Thanks.
about you.
I'll be okay.
Be careful. Some people like to slip alcohol in the drinks. And you'll be dehydrated, and that's terrible.
Okay.
And then your dad kind of guides your mom away and hands her a kerchief, and she's like wiping the sweat off of her arm from talking about how worried she is about you. I think
This
this
is
is maybe
exactly the dynamic I expected.
excellent. I think we're mid-game, so let's take our mid-game bio break. Let's pause here. Okay, we're back. We'll skip a bit of time. Folks have started to calm down from your run and regain some energy. You tell me if Sammy's up to snuff or not. Bananas, bagels, lots of water, and the like. Music happening at the festival, the main stage, rocking, standing room only. No tickets. It's a festival. Lots of live open air. There are food trucks that are arrayed in a particularly safe area on Bell Boulevard. The Bell Boulevard restaurants are open to folks, but I'm curious, Stosh, do you ever actually like I guess you kind of introduced Sal to Sienna, so we don't need to circle back to that. But once you are free from ice cream handouts and the 5K is good and well over and the parkway is reopened, is there anything that you guys are interested in, like exploring within the fest? There is a thing that will be happening in a moment, but I just want to check in before I move to that.
I am worried that Ripper is walking around with Avalanche's helmet strapped to her belt, and that he's going to see that, and it's going to be bad. He's not like he's a heavy hitter. Like, you know, like he's had Wolverine in his face.
And he still has a face, so
Yes, that's
that's
what
a
I'm
lot of face. Yeah,
saying.
yeah, yeah. I hear you. I hear you. Okay, well, Ripper seems of average intelligence, and she's walking around with this helmet just hanging off of her belt. I think we should steal it.
No. The whole he came and talked to us. And he knows who we are. He knows where our neighborhood is. He if we told him we didn't have it, if we then I mean, unless you want to steal it to give it to give it back to him to say, here you are, sir. Sorry for the inconvenience. I don't I feel I feel like
Do we have his number?
no, but I mean, uh,
So we're just doing Overwatch on this
we know where his
shit
son.
stirrer
Yeah.
until
He has
I
social
mean,
media. We could probably find him.
or
Avalanche
we
is on social media.
is he?
LinkedIn.
Let's has a LinkedIn. Yes.
No, no,
Sorry.
no.
Currently employed at Brotherhood of Evil Mutants.
He's open to work, though.
Guaranteed to have a LinkedIn page.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah. Yeah. What Mr. Avalanche, could you explain this gap in your work history? Oh, God. Terrible. All right, so sounds like the real tech is actually getting Ripper to leave the populated area?
I don't know. Just I don't know if she knows I like she's not dumb, no, but I feel like maybe she doesn't necessarily think through what she's doing.
I think that she's never experienced a consequence in her life, and she needs bad things to happen to her. And then
Okay,
she needs to
her,
not feel sorry for herself.
her, yes. Like I don't want to like the block to come down because see, this is the thing. People like us, our consequences kind of they 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 don't
Balloon.
come down just on us.
Mm-hmm.
But if Reba confronts Ripper, it's going to be loud and messy, and we
Mm-hmm.
can do it quieter.
I'm not worried about
I
rebar.
don't know about
Ripper
that,
can
but
handle rebar. It's avalanche that I'm worried about.
well, I still think that they should both not be in this area if they're going to do anything.
I yes, yes. Like if they're gonna get in a fight, it should happen on, you know,
Canada.
it should happen in Jersey, right?
Oh yeah, New Jersey. That's closer.
Like
I vote
drop them,
Jersey. Canada has some
drop
value.
drop them in the Pine Barrens, and they can go at it. But
Well, I know something that's going to get me out of this grease paint. I'll see you guys later.
Yeah. So we stealing this thing or what?
I I feel like that's just I
Sammy, you good
want
at popping out, right?
I want to try just talking to her.
Ugh. I mean, of the four of us, you're probably the most likely to bore her to sleep, and then we can just take it. So yeah, you should do that.
Yes.
Awesome. Distraction.
All right, all right, all right. If we really want to try talking to her, I respect the method. What's the pitch? She's going to either want entertainment or attention. Doing the
Look,
responsible thing is not going to be entertaining or attention gathering unless we make it that way.
here's the thing. Here's the thing, though.
Mm-hmm.
When she was going to drop that bus, and I said, give me a second to make sure no one gets hurt, I saw her think about it and she agreed. So it's not like she I don't think she doesn't care.
Okay.
She's just slow.
Meh.
She you just need to
Yeah, okay. All
she
right,
just
all
needs a
right.
second to think through what's going to happen. That's I
Okay.
mean, or at least
Ooh.
that was what it was like when we were there. I don't know.
All right, all right.
Yeah.
Well,
Sometimes the obvious is not obvious to everyone, and they just need some help.
Exactly.
fair enough. Do we think there's a spot where line of sight's nice and clear? Maybe it looks kind of dramatic, but there's no crowd, or the
I,
crowd's on the outside?
um and like and I kind of cock my head and I go, I mean, the marina has a huge parking lot, overflow parking lot that if there's not an event going on there, it'll be pretty empty.
Is this something
Hmm.
you want to do by yourself, Stash, or do you want a backup? Because either Sammy or Mags would be really good as backup. You don't want to take me. Obvious reasons. I'll be close, but
I, I mean, I kind of have I mean, I don't exactly have history with her, but you know, uh, if Mags, maybe you.
Right. Me is me. Okay.
No, I'm
Yeah.
not. I'm she like she walked right past me, didn't give me a second look. I'm like, as far as I'm concerned, as far as she's concerned, I was some schlub, and I'm happy that way.
All right. Well, I need to go find a phone booth.
Good luck.
I'll meet you at the
Booths have
corner of
those?
X and Y in 10 minutes. It's a joke, babe.
Oh,
Yeah, I know.
I go, all right, well, I need to find a roof. Sorry, guys. And um, I I say we'll let you know how it goes.
yeah, you
Or you'll
call us.
hear.
Hey, Sammy, you want to get some hot dogs or something?
I don't know if I can eat, but I'll come.
Do you want me to carry you?
No.
I stop walking away for a moment.
The pause is longer than you would imagine before she says no and blushes.
I'm out the door.
We stick with Sienna and Sammy as the two of you head over to yeah, I think they give away cheap hot dogs, right? You know, they got them on the little rolly thing and buns and everything for
Yeah.
participants in the fun run. But of course, there's also a nice hot dog vendor there. Not a food truck vendor, but like, you know, hot dog cart kind of deal.
Hmm.
Um, two of you grab a hot dog. There's a moment where you're relaxing, and there's that uh wash of all the adrenaline gone, and after the drop, when you get some food and the fuel starts the sugar from the bun starts to bring a little bit of a life back to your numb body, especially your feet, and you're standing close to Sienna, and there's a person who, Sammy, Sienna, you at first maybe she's just dressed like all the buskers, right? But there's something about her demeanor that seems off kilter. She seems angry but controlled. Like she's not bombastic about her anger. You can see it's just it's held in that tension in her neck. She's very she's got broad shoulders, uh obviously works out, Sienna. Um but the part where she stands out the most, other than her mien, is her arms. They, they seem to give off like a metallic sheen. You've never seen this woman before. She's if you want an idea of what she might look like, I am on the NPCs tab, and if you click on my little icon, you'll pop right to her. When you clock her, the two of you clock her about the same time. She's briskly walking towards the dignitaries of the fun run. What do you do?
Hey, yeah, do you think she's angry because looks like I'm a cannibal eating myself here? It's a joke,
Um,
Sammy. It's a hot dog. It's piggy.
I don't think it's you, but she does look like she's going to explode.
What do you want? Here, hold this for me. I hand you like I think they probably have like a quarter left of the hot dog, and all the fixings are sliding off. I just give it to you and like stand up and like, or just like kind of walk over to this woman and just kind of loudly wave at her like, "Hey, you all right?"
uh, she is making a beeline for them. If you're trying to grab her attention, she glances over at you, but just waves it off, like ignore me, and then thinks better of it, and then picks up into a jog and starts heading towards the dignitaries, the people who are like officiating the fun run. They're up on a little built stand. Of course, it's OSHA. It's got stairs and everything, but it's more like a little stand where folks can come up, and they're currently awarding the first place finisher and looking at some of the best costumes. And this woman is now charging it, and a few security guards are around. They are armed with tasers, no guns here. And it looks like they're reacting to this woman coming at them. What do you do, Sienna?
Um, I think, man, I feel like you know what? I wasn't really trying that hard in the 5K, so I feel like I probably catch up to her. I'm gonna run and like shout at her again, and does it look to me like she's up? Like I missed a little bit. I was trying to like find where the picture was on the
Oh,
character
sorry.
keeper, and it kept
Yeah,
going to the team page, so I didn't catch the end of your like description of her. So she is looking like she's up to no good, or just like she's just
she looks
angry and running.
pissed off and running
Okay,
towards the folks, and also her arms look metallic.
okay. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go run up to her and try to like like I don't know, tackle her. Action before thought. So,
Yeah. As you're
what could I?
running up to her, one of the security guards actually says, "Stop." He's got his taser out, calls out. She runs towards him. He fires his taser, and it bounces, like she raises her arm up, and the prongs bounce off of her arm harmlessly. Feel free to try to tackle her if you would like.
I am not hulking out because there's a lot of people around here right now.
Uh-huh.
So we'll go ahead and go through this. I'm
She is
guessing it's
a
gonna be a roll
she
here,
she
right?
can hit
Yeah.
hard, so I think tension is involved in this
Yeah.
role.
Makes sense. Okay.
Still feel like even if you're not using like hulking up, if you're not even I still feel like you're being the muscle. You're being a
Okay.
vanguard. I feel like your role is being fulfilled here.
Yeah. But I'm probably you being normal and not super here if I'm not
Fair. That's
doing
fair. You're
that.
trying to hide your supernatural abilities. That's fair.
We'll go with feet and I think highly trained, but not body. Well, I can't if I'm not using super, I can't use any of my powers, right?
Technically, yes.
Okay.
Do you wish to
All
spend
right.
any spark? The difficulty is remarkable. You're just trying to knock her, stop her charge, right? So we'll say that that will need 4 successes. Tension is involved in the roll. You're currently looking at 5 dice. Do you want to spend any
Yeah, I
spark?
feel like this is important, and I'm jumping in with all feet and all arms, so I'm gonna use 3 spark.
Dice. 8 dice. Let's see how it goes.
All right, here we go. Poof.
Oh my. So that is 1 pow and 1 oof. Oof. So where you roll a 1, tension is involved. So that does have an impact, and 1 success. I think what happens, Sienna, is that you come in for the tackle, and um, she backhands you. I think that's the one oof is she backhands you, and it hurts more than
Hmm.
you expected, and you don't have that extra bulk that you get when you super up. And she leaps over you and lands on the stage and grabs General Ryan by the neck and starts trying to choke him. And begins screaming at him. And that's when he recognizes her and looks surprised. Second security guard fires the taser at her and it bounces off of her back harmlessly. We cut to Magda. You decided to find a phone booth and then gave up and found some other way to change back. So you're now Shinnok,
Oh
trying
yeah.
to.
Yes.
Um, Ripper is near the stage. Like, so people are performing loud music. She's very openly, like, she's not being secretive about she's here and she has the helmet. She's actually live streaming, being at this and talking a little bit about, yeah, it's Busker Festival. It's pretty good. Some good music. We saw this and that. And then she kind of does a little pose with the camera and makes sure that the helmet's in the shot. And then you approach and she, Foxy lady. Hey,
Afternoon.
here I thought I was having a totally different kind of confrontation.
Just not a day without conflict?
Not for me. It's a big venue. They need a show.
Yeah. Any favorite music?
There was there's some folks who were playing with those like paint buckets, drums. That was really dope. What
Oh yeah,
about you?
percussionists are wild.
You're the expert.
I'm on the roof across the street.
Oh gosh, I'm trying to think about what kind of high quality busking she might enjoy. Hmm.
I'm sure you've got capital O opinions, Shinnok.
Hmm. Honestly, I really love it when the kids come out. I like I like somebody who's just really stretching their ability to like be in public and perform, and they discover that they love it.
Or they discover that they're going to pee themselves. Either way is good, right?
Mm, no.
No?
No,
Agree to disagree. It's a good
fair
show
enough.
either way.
A proposal for you though.
Are you proposing to me?
You do seem pretty detached, but no. Not today. And I like tweak her nose. No, my proposal is that you actually make this happen. This looks pointedly at Helmet thing you're trying to gin up with subtweets, and that it maybe happens that way.
Where
Someplace
nobody sees? Come on.
where there's no bodies in the way,
You're like that schloop guy. No
where there's no
fun.
absolutely sag-ass tired runners just schlepping from point to point.
I lose clout every time you people talk me into this sensible bullshit.
Sad, but it doesn't get you arrested. It doesn't get you tapped on the shoulder by Captain fucking America
I would love Captain America to tap me on the shoulder.
and then punch you. Actually, that could be kind of fun, but
She's full of crap because the last time she waited a minute and I'm saying this into your ear, right? Because I'm whatever, through the radio I can hear what
Oh
you
yeah,
guys
yeah,
are
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
She's full of crap because that last thing she did, she got more hits than anything she's ever done. And she got them because she waited and no one got hurt.
Yeah. I don't know. It
And it was
sounds like
better because of that.
sounds like you're trying to put your lack of planning on me and my boring suggestion. But moving gives you time to promote. Gives you time to attract attention. And it gives you space to be seen.
Offer some excellent arguments. So let us put this to a roll. And I think Stosh is absolutely set up to help if he so chooses. He's pretty mentally committed to this. So I'm going to say it's going to be a good difficulty to talk her out of it. The good news is I don't think tension is involved in the role unless you're bringing in your superpowers. Then, of course, that automatically causes tension. Right now, you're just talking, right? She isn't
Just
battling
talk.
anybody. Yeah.
Just a yap.
Spark spent.
How much?
One. That's what they
yeah,
can get for help.
it's one, right? I thought
Yep.
that's what.
Yep.
No.
You can do one. You can spend unlimited on yourself, but only one for help.
Yep. All right. I feel like this is maybe super because we're talking super business,
Sure.
even though we're yapping. This is yapping. But I'm not particularly using powers. I'm definitely being a face.
For sure. You got a ton of against a
Yeah.
difficulty of 3. I think you
I'm
good.
feeling extremely comfortable. I am holding on to my spark and clicking to roll. Uh-oh.
Oh, it's hung. Oh, there we go. Wait, not all of them
Don't
are going. Come on, rest of them.
come on.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Just barely. Thank goodness.
Ooh.
Woo, exactly 3 out of 11 dice. That is statistically unlikely, but a success is a success, she says. Puts her, strong hand on your shoulder and says, you could absolutely, like, she's not squeezing hard. It actually seems like cordial, maybe companionable. She puts her hand on your shoulder and she says, I tell you what, I will let this Busker thing go, but I want you to help me promote this, Shinnok. I think that's fair, right? I'm doing you a favor. You do me a favor.
You're doing Bayside a favor.
Am I?
And I support that. You are as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
And I'm like trying so hard not to lean into her. Oh my God.
She's like she's just a close talker, and she says, I'm thinking if you really want all these lamos out of here, maybe a little showdown here in Crocheron Park around midnight. Still have the stands, still a few things to throw him into or through, that kind of stuff. And all the fun will be over. Nobody will be around. I'll have to set up some cameras, but that's okay. Fair?
Fair.
Okay, well, I will keep my eyes peeled for all of the good PR you're throwing my way to make sure that I get maximum points here. Fight with Avalanche? That guy was an evil mutant. Part of the Brotherhood? Want to take him down? It's going to be a lot.
Good luck.
Thanks.
You're gonna walk away.
Sammy, you just saw Sienna try to tackle this woman and fail, which is very unexpected because Sienna is very good at tackling people and things. And you now see that that woman has grabbed General Ryan and is trying to squeeze the life out of him. What do you do?
So I think there's a moment of panic at Sienna rushing into danger alone again, and uh, Sammy had historically run away from these situations. So she's going to go running in, but I got left with a quarter of a hot dog, and I don't know what to do with it. So I think we just get a couple of panels of Sammy looking at different places to try and put it down, and just ends up stuffing it in her face and just goes running.
The artist does a couple of homages to the Batman 66 trying to get rid of a bomb, except you have a
Yes,
hot dog.
it's
Yeah,
right.
that sounds good.
No,
Sounds
it's a
really
pram
good.
with a pug in it. I can't put it there.
How do you want to help?
Um, I don't think this will be super effective, but I think she's going to run in and try and help to pull this woman off of General Ryan.
Great. Yes. So you rush in, not using any powers whatsoever,
Nope.
and she backhands the shit out of you. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so please lose 3 spark as she just doesn't even look and backhands and hits you real damn hard. Um, but it buys General Ryan a moment to try to wrench himself away, and he stumbles out of the stand. And you see there are other people, other security guards that have been called over from other areas, and they are trying to tackle this woman. And she just tossing them. She seems to be impervious to harm and pretty strong. Sienna, after that tackle, you see Sammy just got walloped, and General Ryan's trying to get away from this woman, but she seems dead set on killing him. What do you wish to do?
I think with all the attention that's on her and the general, I don't feel like anyone's really paying attention to me. So I'm gonna go full Manticore, but in my blonde wig and my Miss Piggy getup, maybe no one will notice me. Uh, so I'm gonna
That
go
would
ahead
be
and do
the
that.
weirdest magical girl transformation we have seen.
I think there's probably the camera shot or the comic book panel, like close up on like Sienna's eyes and normal pupils in one short panel, and the next one it's the pop of the kind of lion, the cat kind of eye, and her arms get a lot bigger, they kind of swell up, and I think yeah, it's the whole thing. So like her like black fingernails, or her fingernails turn into like the black elongated claws. Um, and I think the smart play would be to get the general out of harm's way.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, Sienna is going to go and try to go for this woman again.
Of course, that's absolutely the right Sienna choice, and that is going to be another remarkable attempt. So yeah, thank you for doing some
Yep.
deselecting.
Okay.
Tension definitely involves in the role. You're being muscle again for sure.
And super this time.
Yeah.
And I think well, it doesn't really matter. Feet and hands are the same, so I'll just go ahead and do
Yeah,
hands. Um, I think highly trained comes into play here more for knowing
absolutely.
how to grapple somebody, but also like the body mod stuff. So where am I at? I'm at 11, and it's a remarkable.
It is. You'll need 4 successes.
Okay. 11 seems pretty good
Yeah,
against a 4,
seems
so I'm
pretty good.
gonna stand pat
Yeah.
with that one. Okay,
Okay. Let's see how it
rolling.
goes. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That is
6 pows.
fantastic. Sweet. So, what does it look like when you roll up on this woman and effectively take her down? Not out, but
Hmm.
definitely down. Like she's not going to be able to pursue going after General Ryan unless something changes because of your intervention. What does that look like?
I'm still feeling the after effects of getting elbowed in the face from her arm. Maybe a little bit
Hmm.
less so with the adrenaline pumping. Uh, but this time, especially with her distracted, I just go in a hamstringer and go for her legs, take her out the knees, get her down, and then um, I got a lot of pows on that. So I feel like it's actually pretty savage. I
I think so.
probably
Yeah, that
am
feels right.
raking at her quite a bit.
Yeah, that's vicious. It's like hitting a tank. Like her body mass is significant, but you are souped up, and she goes to the mat. Um, and that's when she takes note of you. Everything else has been all about him, and you're the first person to get her attention when you take her down. Do you think that you have her in some kind of hold, or did you just take her down to where she is in
Yeah,
a
I think
weak
I have her in a
position?
hold and like with one arm, and then I'm just like raking at her with the other, kind of giving like it doesn't feel like I'm doing a lot of damage, but I'm giving her something extra to think about at least
Nice.
while I have her pinned down.
And she she screams, "What? Let me at him! He stole my life!"
I don't think I respond at first. I think I keep going at her.
Cool. And you find that while she is nearly impervious to harm with this like metallic granite skin, she's not as strong as you. So you are able to kind of stand on top of her and uh you hear some of the security guards saying, "Okay, yeah, it looks like we got a super. All right, let's and they're putting a call into damage control. So Sammy, you see the Sienna has just supered up and tackled to take down this woman. What are you doing?
The First of all, what is the general doing?
He he was kind of old man running for a bit, and then he stops a little bit. He's checking his neck and watching as Sienna has put this woman down, and he has stopped running, and now he's just watching what's going on and reaching for a phone.
The people that had the tasers that seem to be protecting General Ryan, does
Hmm.
anyone of them have an obvious radio?
Yes, one of them is currently calling. Hey, we need damage control. We got a
I
super
want I, I want to steal a radio.
sweet. I think you should roll some dice to do that.
Hmm.
I'll set the difficulty at a lot of frenetic activity going on here. So we'll say the difficulty is good. Um, yeah. Stealing from a security guard, these are like a lot of them are off-duty cops. Here just for getting some extra pay for the fest. I'm gonna say tension's involved in the role. This could be bad for
Okay.
you if you fail. But you need 3 successes,
Can I
three
get one
times.
where I can do a teleport, zip in, grab it, jump out?
If that's how you want to narrate the attempt, that totally is a possibility.
Mm, yeah, it is. So, what Sammy can see happening here is it is very likely that they're going to grab Sienna with this woman and sort it out later. And so
Mm-hmm.
she
Mm-hmm.
wants to confront General Ryan in a way that he'll listen, and she's going to try and do it over the radio, and try and get him to like, hey, this woman saved you twice that I'm aware of. You owe her.
That's
Um,
great.
so I'm going to do it by being super. Am I fulfilling the team role of compass? Maybe.
feels like the long range plan. Maybe this specific action is just one part of that plan. I think it fits.
Okay. And I'm going to go feet with this and short range teleport, which brings me to 9 dice to try and get 3. What the hey? I'm going to spend a couple of spark on this too.
Oh my goodness, this could be a Pyrrhic victory.
Could be. Or it might go terribly. We'll see.
It likely will. Stats are gonna say. Oh, what a miraculous
Smashed it.
roll! 1, 2, 3,
Smashed it.
4 sixes. Smashed it. What
No
does
oops.
it look like when you masterfully teleport in, teleport out, like a cat, one might say?
Yeah, so I think we'd see a panel of Sammy lying on the ground, lifting her head. She's probably bleeding from her nose, maybe got some blood on her lips. She looks over to see what's happening at the stage. We see a shot of her looking at General Ryan. She looks around, sees somebody with a radio, and they've just kind of clipped it back onto their belt, and she just drops into the floor from where she is prone, and we just see a panel of her. Maybe we don't even see her. We just see like whatever effect there is when Sammy teleports behind the guy, and then we see a shot of her behind some bushes somewhere holding the radio. I want to talk to General Ryan.
Nice. Sweet. So you get on the radio, and I don't want to back to back. I don't want to chain rolls. So you have the radio. Was the intent to call off damage control, or to try to? What were you going to do once you have the radio? Just so I'm clear.
I want to convince him to let Sienna go.
Okay. Cool.
To lose Sienna in the chaos that's occurring.
Okay. So your plan is to convince General Ryan, hey, if damage control comes, yeah. Okay, cool. Let's swing back to Stosh. You've been Overwatch here, so I think after seeing, Magda's had, or Sinok has had success with Ripper, swing back and see this attack, another attack on General Ryan.
Whoa.
That Sienna foils again.
Yeah.
And I think Sammy's so good. Like, there's so many. Maybe you don't see Sammy snag a radio, but I'm curious what Stosh is doing in response, because they're definitely calling for
General Ryan is the one that's getting attacked, right? So like, is he like, he's not like surrounded by Secret Service with guns out or anything like that, right? No. Okay. So I'm gonna swoop down and grab him. But you know, as I'm coming at him, I'm going like, I'm gonna get you out of here, sir. You're gonna be okay. Just, don't panic as I, come down and just, kind of like, grab him around the middle under his arms, and, kind of like fireman, like actually probably just kind of fireman carry him, right? Like kind of toss him over my shoulder and swoop and, swoop up, right?
Cool. Just want to check in. That kind of invalidates Sammy's theft of the radio, or does it not? What do you think, Mike? Can we work with that? It seems logical and seems like an interesting.
Yeah, we could.
Okay, cool.
The important part would be that General Ryan gets access to a radio at some point.
Oh, I mean, if it, but it's also a thing where if you want me to bring him to you because you've got the radio, I can certainly do that.
No. I mean, the other thing is, it's Sammy can pivot. If the general gets snatched off stage, she can pivot to, if you want the general back, let my friend go.
Oh, okay. There we go. Okay.
Cool. I like that's a good bit.
Which is great, because that was not Stash's intent at all. So that's even better.
I did not know I was kidnapping, but you made me a kidnapper. Amazing.
Yep.
Cool.
That's called accessory after the fact. Yeah.
Sweet. So you grab the general. He doesn't fight you. He just rasps. Says, "Yeah, that's for Coco."
Sir, are you okay? My code name is Swoop, sir.
Yeah. I'm a local.
I've
seen you around.
Okay, great. Well, I'm just going to set you down on the roof here. boom,
Oh,
boom. You okay? Just kind of like making sure he's, how many fingers am I holding up, sir?
two,
Uh,
two.
okay, okay, good. Do you, uh, what do we do next? Or can you call Captain America or
Damage
something
control. I
like that? Or
overheard them. As damage control's on their way, they'll take Rococo to custody. Yeah. Hmm. Oh, shame. Uh, thank you for your service, Swoop. I really appreciate it.
um, actually, sir, I maybe this is I there's someone I know that's being held by Damage Crow. Could you maybe check on them for me and make sure they're okay? I'm not asking for any special treatment. I just want
Well,
to make
I
sure
don't.
they're all
I'm
right, sir.
retired. I don't work for damage control. But I've got some friends. I sure, Swoop. Damage control only really arrests people who deserve it.
I I I I'm like I said, I'm not looking for any special treatment. I just like his aunt, who I know hasn't heard from him and just wants to make sure he's okay. It's a family thing, sir.
Sure, I understand. Everybody has a few bad apples in the bunch, right? Yeah. You give me. I'm assuming it's a him. You give me his name. I can get back in contact with you once I've made sure that he's okay. Or I could talk to
Um,
the aunt. It's your choice.
um, I you would do that, sir?
I've got a few old comrades who moved on to
Yeah.
damage control. I,
Uh,
I could pull a few strings to at least
Yeah,
have a
yeah, yeah.
conversation,
That
find
that'd
out
be
what's
great.
going
That'd be
on.
great. And and like um, um, I said, do you have your phone?
Yeah, well,
He pulls
yeah.
it out, and I do that thing where I just like tap a finger of my suit against his phone, just kind of like tip like that, and I say,
Hmm.
okay, all her data's in there for you now.
Damn, it's a nice suit you have. Can I ask, how'd you get that shit? Did you build it? Are you like a Tony Stark?
Sir, my friends need my help. You can get down off the roof yourself, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And, turn up off of the roof, right?
Smart, smart. Sammy, you saw Swoop fly away, so you now know General Ryan is up on that roof. Shinnok, after you and Ripper part ways, uh, I think it makes sense to me if you end up seeing that Sienna is currently kind of sitting on a woman, has her immobilized, and there was obviously some kind of fight, and there's a lot of security around, and you see that there is a pair of black SUVs with the Department of Damage Control insignias on them that are coming this way. What do you do?
Sienna?
Or Manticore, sorry. This
Yeah,
is
that's
definitely
true.
Manticore.
Yep. Manticore, you good over here?
Crackle, crackle. Lots of sounds of. Yeah, I'm good. Wow, what's up?
Damage control is almost here. What what was she doing?
I don't know, trying to like kill the general or something.
Well, great work, but we should probably boogie.
Yeah, but if I let it go, then she's just gonna keep attacking people.
All right. I hustle my ass over and Gosh, how do I enter this scene? Honestly, I just walk in like I own the place. I'm the general now, it's me. That's the vibe. That's my note to myself. So I go, yep, Manticore, great work. Who's this?
Ah,
Miss, do you have a name?
Call me
talk.
Rococo.
Rococo.
That was my code name before he took my whole life away.
And how do you do that?
He stole my mind. Same he did Ballistique. He just wanted to scrub us. Like we weren't good enough. He deserves to die.
And so attacking him in a public place was like your best option?
I just knew he was here.
Hmm.
I, I, I could have come up with a better plan. That planning's not my specialty. I
Preach.
just wanted vengeance. You gotta understand what he did to us. He took my whole life away. My mind, everything. Noelle and me threw us aside and then gave us fake memories and a fake life and
So where have you been?
Georgia convinced me I was some kind of nurse. But then I woke up
Where were you supposed to be?
on mission.
What kind of mission?
Scars, strategic capture and retrieval. Ryan Pock, J. Jonah Jameson created. It was like an update to the Super Soldier program. We did missions for the
Do you
government.
have a name before Rococo?
I know I did.
I take a snapshot of her face. I don't know who you are,
All right, all right.
but
It's
I'll look.
Department of Damage Control. All right, everybody, break it up. All right, we got this. And there's a bunch of men and women in black suits and ties making their way this way. What do you, what do you do?
I stand back, step away. Fellas, good to see you. We've been keeping things held down over here. Things
Hmm.
and people.
Thanks for your service, Manticore, Shinnok, right?
Yep, got it in one.
All right. And one of the guys comes up with this, obviously like some kind of aim device, some kind of gun.
Right.
This is
Super
an
trank
ensnare,
dart.
it's an ensnare tool. You might want to step back, Manticore.
I like roll, like push her Rococo's shoulder, and then like let her roll off me and pull out my arm and get up and move out of the way.
And this e-web type thing ensnares Rococo, and she tries to get away, but they snare her and then come and start to pick her up and carry her away.
Ooh. Do you feel that shock in your arm hairs too?
Yeah, a little bit.
Ugh. Don't love it.
So, this is the second time this has happened, and I think out of character, I think I filled in the entire team about
Yeah, I
Noel
think that
before.
makes
So,
total sense. You
Hmm.
guys work well together.
I don't know. I think I'm speaking directly into Mag's ear. Um, and there's enough commotion, so maybe I don't know that anyone would necessarily overhear us.
Hmm.
Uh, do you think there's like, I don't know, it feels like kind of like a pattern now, right? Or
Hmm.
is it just two crazies?
Mm, once is a fluke, twice is coincidence, three times is enemy action.
So we gotta wait for the third one, and then we're gonna kind of make
We're
a,
not in the army. We can do what we want.
what do we want to do?
Let's look into this. Let's turn some stones over.
Think Swoop knows anybody?
You might, but if he doesn't, we'll just do our best.
All right.
All right.
You, you did good.
You did good.
I did great
You did great.
the second time.
I still got to work on some stuff.
Shit.
I'm sorry. I have a
Where's Sammy?
plan. Where is? Uh-oh.
But
I radio it. I'm like, Sammy, where you at? You okay?
I think we see Sammy coming from behind the bushes. She walks past one of the guys and kind of tosses the radio back to them and says, "You drop this."
Oh, uh, thanks, ma'am.
She'll limp over to see how everybody's doing.
And
Okay.
you are in your cities, right?
Oh yeah, I am.
Then you
I
get
am
the
fluorescent.
full civilian treatment. Oh, miss, do you have any blisters going on? Hold on. And I like reach into purse space wherever it goes when I'm actually Shinnok. And I'm like, here.
Thanks, ma'am.
You want to keep those really clean, all right?
Okay. I'm glad you're all right.
Same. I'm keeping an eye on the big black suited fellows.
They're taking Rococo away, um, throwing her in the back of one of the SUVs to cart her off to a holding cell at the Department of Damage Control. By now, I think General Ryan would have gone to the roof access door, made his way off of that building. As a note, Sammy, not just because of the 5K, but she definitely looks like she is very low on spark. So if there's anyone who wants to do a little bit of bonding, it would not be a bad idea.
yeah, I could peel off from Magda, especially um, with her taking kind of more official role, and jump down next to Sammy. I'm still like clawed out and all that. It's like, but uh, it's like put my arm around her shoulder. It's like, you all right? Yeah, I think you're on mute, Mike.
Uh, it's been a long day.
Yeah. Do I like need a foot rub or something? Probably not the best person to do it right now, but
Do you want to walk me home?
yeah, I can walk you home.
Thank you.
Um, I'll as we're walking away and as the like crowd clears, I think this probably like the that's not the right word. Unforming, I don't know. Going back to normal status as we go along. And uh did I see Sammy getting smacked by Rococo?
I think, yeah, you saw her.
Okay. I'd probably go to one of like the like aid stations that are like around and grab uh different like some wet wipes and some like it's basically like tend to her wounds as I go. It's like maybe they come up and then like offer professional help and I just push them away and then like do it myself. Like, man, I think you took it worse than I did. You're tough.
Thanks. He didn't want to leave you again.
Hey, no, you know what? Don't give yourself such a hard time about that. Like that is smart. You run away. I should run away. Well, no, I shouldn't. I should run towards danger because that's what I'm good at. I should probably change first, but like, no, don't beat yourself up so much. But thank you.
I think we need to look into General Ryan more.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that too. Do you know anybody?
Just you and Magda and Stash.
I mean, there's three people that are good to know. Yeah. Uh, I finished cleaning up like her injuries and stuff, and then I'm probably uncursed form back down. And it's like, I want you to like tell me straight. Do you think I look old in this?
You look great.
That wasn't telling her straight.
Love that phrasing. I love that. You look great. That's it. Five
hmm
spark. Split them between the two of you however you wish.
You take four this time. I'll take one.
All right.
Nice. So with the time we have remaining, are there any bits of wrap up or
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, if we start talking about it and like once Stash hears we should look into the general, he says, "Oh, okay, good. He let me touch his phone. So I don't know if you want me to make a roll, Rich, to see whether like I there might have been some security I didn't know about, or maybe something that might come back to bite us on the ass or something. But like tapping his phone, if I can put data into it, I figure it's child's play for Stash to just pull stuff off of somebody's cell phone, like get all his contacts and stuff like that. So
Yeah. I
um
think that's a thing you could do.
so okay, yeah. So um we just go down the list, right? Is this a game where we get one just for being cool, or no? It's
Nope.
not Lady
Gotta
Blackbird,
build it
right?
all.
Okay, all
Your
right,
one
okay.
for being cool is if you fulfill your role.
I am fulfilling my role.
Yeah, you are.
This is tech support all the way down. Is what I'm doing with this.
Yeah. I think
Um,
there is some security. So if you're trying to pull details off of this phone, I was gonna say it's a
yeah,
good difficulty.
yeah. That seems that's 100% fair to me. I am being super. I feel like this is not regular hacking. This is me, you know, I'm specifically using my super suit, when he says to you, nice suit, and I think this is less about can I pull the data off than, I mean, it's a lot more when he, is he going to realize I did it or not? I think is
I
is
think
is the
yes, get away with
yeah,
it is the thing. You're gonna
yes,
get
yeah,
some info, but
yes,
is
yeah,
it a
yeah.
thing where
Okay.
they know you're no?
This is head for two. Um, and this is definitely my gadgetry. So that puts me at what? I'm at four so far. No, six. I'm at six dice. And I'm looking for what? Four hits on this?
You are
What's
looking for
good? Good's three.
three. Yeah, you
I'm at
need three
six.
successes.
I'll spend two of my spark here to put it down to four.
Okay.
Spark spent on this roll is two. And then I will. Where do I?
Right there.
Where do I click it?
J7.
J7. J7. There we go. Where it says click to roll.
Yeah.
That's where I click to roll.
Yes, you
Makes
do.
sense to me.
Obviously not making you
6
roll enough dice.
pows.
What? I gotta reveal
6
these dice to
pows,
look at those.
yo.
That is some good stuff. Whoa, 4 6s. This die roller doesn't seem very random today. Amazing, J7. You sunk my battleship for sure. That's lovely.
Confirmation bias, Rich. That's confirmation bias.
It's true.
You know it. It's just because we're rolling all those 6s, suddenly there's something wrong with the die roller. That's I don't think that's how that works.
First thing you pick up is that there are frequent conversations, text conversations he's having with someone by the name of Lieutenant Scudder. And he also has reached out to a person you've recognized their name because they were in your store. Well, you break I fix. Pak Young Soo, the grandfather of Kang Kim Pak, giving him a warning about Noel, and you need to stay safe.
Interesting. The plot, as they say, thickens.
Yeah. And there are also some inquiries from a particular Metzger, director of the Department of Damage Control, who is
he's got some friends at Damage Control. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Some friends.
All right. All right.
But Metzger actually seems to defer to him. Hey, sorry about that. We've got that under control. You know, Noel is in custody now. Don't have to worry about this.
Retired my left wing. That's yeah.
But the contacts have been happening over the course of the last few weeks.
Okay. All right.
Does it seem fair for the amount of successes you got there?
Yes.
There is also, and again, Rich is just leaning towards the comics that this came from. He sends a couple of unanswered texts to J. Jonah Jameson, giving him a heads up.
Jameson, J. Jonah doesn't text. That's not that kind of newfangled nonsense.
You can't
Traceable.
yell at.
Yes, yeah. You can't.
What are you trying to say to me?
Exactly. You can't chew someone out over text. That's
OMW, what does that mean? Get over here.
That's fantastic. Also, Jonah knows better than to communicate through any method that can be subpoenaed at a later date. He's a lot of things. He's not dumb.
Just to lean into some real life stuff, I think they're using Signal.
Yes, yeah, some kind of encrypted thing or whatever. Yes, yeah, exactly. Can I that's a lot of names and a lot of stuff going back and forth. Can you just throw it into our Discord or
yes.
or
I'll
make a note,
do a summary,
especially
at the next play by post tomorrow. I'll kind of summarize the things, the deets that you
that volume of information seems more than fair. Thank you. Yes.
Sweet. We are near the end, so checking in. Any last button tag scenes, anything folks need, or are we good to move towards wrap up? Okay. Fantastic. The new Eastern time zone means that this you and I, Jim, it's pretty late for us. It's pretty late. So
it's late-ish. Yes, that's true.
Oh man.
True.
Man. All right, let's move to our XP questions. If you look at the communication tools, we have a list of those. So there's a tweak I'm going to make to the superpower being the individual questions. And we're going to test that out because I think you guys have way too much XP.
I have a question about that, which is how do we spend them?
great question.
Is
So
is
there
that listed anywhere that I'm not
it
seeing, or is
is.
it?
It's
Oh,
actually
okay.
it's on. Well, I'm happy to talk through it real quick with you. It's on the team sheet, starting around row 69. The spending XP is upgrades. You can upgrade your mode, your stat. You can purchase a
Oh,
gimmick.
okay. Yes.
You can get a
Nice.
brand new
There it is right
power.
there. Okay.
Yep,
All
you can
right.
up your team roll. And if you do your team roll, that means instead of getting one die, you would add two dice for fulfilling your role. And then you can also burn, not the wisest choice, but some people have done it in a pinch or in a need a miracle. You can spend one XP per spark.
Never, ever, ever, ever,
Don't blame you.
ever. My second least favorite RPG mechanic. So
I understand, but I also I love the idea of someone who
yes,
would that
no,
would
no,
act. Yep,
for
Yeah.
masochists who want that option.
Yeah.
That's
and somebody just expanded the unlockables. That's a thing that's in my
Yeah.
1.5, which is if you've got a bunch of XP, these are some things you can do. It's pretty much just lifted from Powered by the Apocalypse
Okay.
playbook type stuff.
And those are available now that we've done 3
Yeah, I guess technically we've done three
sessions,
series.
series.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Cool.
So I'll leave it expanded if you want to look over those.
Sweet.
Cool. So let's answer some questions. Did you clash with someone who threatened your block? I think yes.
Yeah.
That and we'll say that specifically is Rococo. Did you protect or help folks at least once? A little bit of a
We
double
protected
dip.
General Ryan.
Yeah, General Ryan was protected. Did you have a conflict with one of the
Well,
arrivals? Yes, you talked through. So I think that's 3 XP for everyone. Now we'll go around the horn. Shinnok, did you struggle with your normal day-to-day obligations? Did you support another teammate when they needed you? I think so too. So that earns instead of more XP, that will earn you back 1 spark, or you add a spark to your current total. Sammy, did you struggle with your normal day-to-day obligations? Everybody was at the Fun Fest, so probably not.
yeah.
Did you
No, I
support
did.
another teammate though?
Yes. I definitely support another teammate. I think I struggle with my normal day-to-day obligations by standing up to my mum.
Yes, absolutely.
100%.
For sure. So 2 spark back for you, Sammy. Sienna, did you struggle with your normal day-to-day obligations? I could see how you could like
Mm.
try to slide in backdoors, say I dealt with Marcos and wasn't mean to him, but
Oh, well, I dealt with Marcos, but I was kind of mean to him, so I would say no.
okay.
Uh, but
Did you
probably a
support
yes
another teammate?
to, yeah, I think so.
Stosh, did you struggle with your normal day-to-day obligations?
Yeah, I sure did. I'm asking general. I'm asking a general I just rescued about my cousin,
That's true. That's very true.
which
Good point.
like in terms of secret identity maintenance, that's a
Hmm.
great thing to do is
It's
to
not going to come
yeah,
back and bite you
bring
anywhere near
bring a
your
guy
ass.
like that to the attention of my family. That's that's great. Okay.
Yeah, especially
You
since you hacked
also
his phone.
introduce
So
your cousin to your hot friend.
That's true. Yes, which is that
good.
is my obligation, my real life obligations,
So
rearing their unpleasant.
did you
Um,
support another teammate when they needed you?
I mean, I went to a road race for these guys.
Yeah.
That's
And
true.
and mechanically you also boosted a roll
Yeah, and I
from
spent yeah, that's
Overwatch
true.
2.
I mean, I literally spent some spark to boost somebody up. Yeah.
All right. Well, we granted a few wishes from previous Mags met her mom. Did a rekindle scene with
So
Magda and oh
do I get
two
one
two
spark for
spark. I'm
that,
so
or
sorry.
one for
Two
each we
two.
answer
Yep,
yes
one
to?
for
Got it.
each.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
I should probably clarify that. Each yes instead of a yes. Each yes earns 1 spark.
Yes, yeah, that makes it much clearer. Thank you.
Words, they're important. All right. Follow up with General Ryan. We did that. More Donnie plays. Sadly, no. I thought about having him, but he didn't feel buskery enough for me, so he'll be there soon. We need to
Pick a
still see
card,
Sienna's
any card.
family, so that's a thing. But let's start for some wishes from Series 3 here. Does anyone have any wishes? Reminder wish is a great way to help set me up for what kind of play-by-post scene you'd like to kick off with.
I had one and I totally forgot.
Oh no.
I think I'd like to run into Leonidas outside of him dropping fee off for the gym. Kind of like a serendipitous meetup somewhere.
I'd like to see Zoe again. And we've got to have some kind of scene with Panache, right? That is
Yes,
because
for
that's
sure.
gonna just muddy the waters even further about everything.
That sounds amazing. Very big into that.
You're muted, Rich, if you're talking to us.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, I can
Oh,
hear you
well,
now. The
oh,
mute
weird.
symbol wasn't on, but
Yeah.
yeah, we
Yeah,
can hear
oh,
you.
it's all good. Thank you for letting me know. You couldn't hear me. I was saying I'm really into that. Jim, did you have any wishes?
Yeah, I'm because of the way that the storylines develop, it gets very natural for us to kind of right now we're sort of in a like 2-2 sort of a situation. And I really would like to, I haven't had a lot of
Yeah.
Stash has not had a lot of time to has not had a lot of scenes with Sammy.
Mhm.
Or Sienna for that matter. It's kind of been the Stash and Magda show and the Sammy and
Mhm.
Sienna show.
You're right.
And so I'm hoping we can kind of mix that up a little bit and not just in a say hello to each other but in a have some involved scenes that last a little while, switching some of
Absolutely.
those
Yeah,
characters up.
seconded.
It's a great,
Totally.
great one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. I honestly would love to see Sammy and Stosh in a scene together, or Stosh
Mhm.
and Sienna just working
Yeah.
independently together.
Also, would love to see the cousins interact in the play-by-play scene.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, we had that one scene on top of the rooftop after everything, but it was very brief. It was right at the end of a
Yeah.
session. It was
Mhm.
great.
Good stuff. Okay. Jen, you did circle around for a wish, so I'll let you go
Thank
first
you
with
so
stars.
much. Oh, that's right. The wish thing. Nope, it's still gone. I'm so sorry.
Well, you
Uh,
said you want to see Sammy and Stash in a scene or Stash and
That's
Sienna, so
true. I
there you
did.
go. That
So,
counts as a
okay.
wish.
Ha ha. Excellent. Uh, I loved everybody like leaning into the novelty of the opening scenes. That was a lot of fun. I liked uh I liked the details. Made it feel quite fun.
Excellent. Thanks, Jen. Jim, did you have any stars?
I wrote a few things down here. Sienna doing the and it's funny, like it prompted that story from you, Rich, but as soon as Zach, you're like, Sienna's running backwards to encourage you, and I'm like, I'm saying this to her. Well, I'm running like this while she's running backwards. It's just like such a jock thing to do. Like, come on, you can do it. You can do it.
I'm doing it backwards, and I've already done it and
Exactly.
finished and
Just
come back
just
for you.
just like
Power
one of
move.
those things that told us quite a lot about her. That was great. Sammy being so wiped out that like rather than eat the ice cream, she was using it as an ice pack, like putting it against her. Like, I'm just seeing her, I'm imagining her like two fisting it like on her cheeks and stuff like that. It's just such a great visual. I love that. And Jen, I have a theater degree. And when you said, and he said, I don't have an instrument. And you said, but you have your voice. And that's the most wondrous instrument of all. That's like that, just like
So
the
great.
number
She's
of times
forever. She's
I've
permanently
heard
broken.
like
Can't be cured.
theater kids pull that particular bullshit out. It just like
It's the best
Like,
bullshit.
okay,
I love that
yes, yeah,
bullshit.
yeah. So like you can take the kid out of the theater, but whatever, but you can't take the theater out of the kid. That's so it's just that moment in particular, it's just like, I know that person. Like I've I've spent plenty of time with that person. So and that was fun. And Rich, as always, like you kind of put up these set pieces for us, but I never feel like you're not gonna like you can't just pivot if we don't take whatever particular bait it is, and
Hmm.
you have no particular agenda about how, like, I never feel like you're going into these things with a solution about, this could be a fight,
Y'all's solutions are always better
but
than
it's
anything
but
I
it
could
might
think of.
not. Yeah, exactly. And so that was just more of that this evening, and appreciate that you're, um kind of starred all of us for just rolling with the punches of last week and just going, yeah, we'll
Yeah,
push back a week, and then we
absolutely.
play, we're off for two, and then we play two in a row, or
Oh,
however
two
that
in a
works.
row.
That
Crazy.
flexibility is good. So I appreciate
It
that.
is nice. Mike, did you have any stars?
Sorry, finding unmute. Yes. Yeah, overall, great session. Had a good time. I do also really enjoy the, like, just tossing a bucket of problems on the table like they're Legos and saying, build with that. Go have fun. Uh, it's really good. Jim, I feel like Stash needs to add de-escalation judo to his business card somewhere.
So
Uh,
good.
so because you did it multiple times in this session, I love distracting the villain with let's take a selfie. Come and see my friends. And then wanting to talk to Ripper before causing problems, and then taking General Ryan out, and uh, yeah, like just overall, it was great to see Stosh be the let's try not to start something here character. Um, Zach, I wanted to start the Miss Piggy outfit for the fun run, and then transforming while stressed as Miss Piggy was just such an evocative image. And I also I wrote down the smart thing to do is X, so Sienna's going to do Y.
That was great.
Perfect. And Jen, I love the I need to find a phone booth to get changed in. Was it's just a cool moment, and just overall, I really enjoyed the chat with Ripper, and the de-escalation that happened there. It was kind of it was almost aggressive. Like, it was pitched perfectly to Ripper's character. I feel like this is the this is how you talk to someone like this, and then turning around and doing the same with damage control and coming in, and Magda always
Different
knows exactly what to say to everyone.
different face for every situation.
Hmm.
I can't say with panache though, but
Yeah.
style. I had a few that are going to snake because I know Zach usually has a really great list. So I love that you guys made it a Busker 5K and it was a Goober 5K. That tonally just informed, okay, this is how this is kicking off, which was great because it juxtaposed with the seriousness of Rococo's accusations and her attempt to literally murder somebody. That was great. I really enjoyed that. I especially love that we had two threats going on and we could kind of break between the two for a bit. That was fun. I did not expect all the de-escalations, and I hope that it felt like that didn't just roll over. I was very entertained by them. Sienna, the the Miss Piggy outfit was great. I love that Mike leaned into my Batman 66 joke and said there's a pram with a pug in it. That's delightful. Um, I'm the general now. It's me being Sienna's mood. And I'm sorry, Zach, that I'm snaking this from you, but Avalanche has a LinkedIn is just so burned into my brain. That really made me laugh. And that the chess team is the high school victors. That was really great choice, and I'm very excited about weaving that in. So, Zach, did I leave you any stars?
Yep, I still have a few. And I have them kind of more in chronological order as opposed to tied directly to each person. So forgive me for going back and forth with different people. But a star right off the bat for getting a block roll on into the game. I love that it feels like it's such great scene setting for both our live sessions, but then also the play by post. I think it's such a cool mechanic. So props to you, Rich.
Thank you, Jim.
Uh, Quote for Magda, it's marching band, not running band. I really liked during the 5K that Mike's first words with Sammy were spoken with a very kind of breathy or more of out of breath kind of delivery. I thought that was a really fun detail. You put it in so easily. Seeing Marcos on the screen finally. Probably for the first and last time because he's not going to show up for work ever. Calling Stosh dad bod from Rebar was great. I love that, Rich.
Thank you.
But I also really liked Jim, you throwing in the Rebar hand signal. I don't know if that was from the first session they missed, but I thought that was cool. Uh, Also to Jim for all the Spice Girl assignments that were kind of spoken in code that a 15-year-old wouldn't get
Oh,
anyway,
the
but
Rebar had
still.
no register with like, I don't know what these things are. So when you swerve from non-Spice Girl to he didn't get it. He's like, okay, this is going to end at some point. I don't know.
I loved there's a lot of yes anding tonight in like the best ways from I don't know, I don't write all of them down, but I like Mike you with the I rolled a success. Stosh does a really cool thing and actually makes I'm gonna introduce something that makes the story even better, and that was really cool.
Yeah.
Um, but I also liked just running with the quarter hot dog uh bit. That was really cool. Where am I at here with my yeah, there's the stealing the radio, and then tossing it back to the guard and just like, hey, you dropped this. Kind of nonchalantly. And then uh Stosh to the general saying, this guy I know, his aunt, who I know as the lead-in for you get what I'm picking up, what I'm dropping down here? Yeah, that was cool. Tapping the general's phone was genius. And then just the reveal that I think it was Park Young-soo who had tipped off the general. That's the grandfather, right? Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. That was cool. So those are all my stars.
Yay. Good game, you all. So as a reminder, the play by posts will have a week because we're playing next Tuesday. So that does mean that these will have to be kind of punchy. I'll probably do a little bit of hard framing when I set up the scenes just so we don't have to like feel our way into it uh, as a warning. So with that, we'll bring this recording to a close. Thank you all for playing, for anybody watching.